Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Wild Beyond the Witchlight here on Dork Tales. This is episode 17, Yawn, and I am your Dungeon Master, Kelly. Now, you see in him as my pronouns. I'm excited to be here tonight because we are moving into a brand new area of this fantastic game, the third of the parts of Prismere that the characters are going through. How y'all doing tonight?
Booyah.
Yeah,
Y'all let me forget.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I said nobody let me forget to take out my bobby pin. Sorry, continue.
We have failed you for the last time.
Failures.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
We have failed you.
I also forgot to pull this out, so I need you to roll me a d20 before we start.
Oh, right, my mustache wax.
For your mustache wax.
I definitely see. This is my. I pull out all my makeup stuff to make his face, and then I forget my dice.
This is what happens to me all the time.
Ka-tonk. That's a 1.
1.
How this day is going.
Your mustache is suddenly covered in multicolored polka dots. They are very nice polka dots. It specifically says they are very nice.
Ooh, very nice polka dots. I wish I had stickers.
Very nice.
I'm sure he does not. Well, no, he uses his mirror and kind of goes and tries to like pull out some kind of makeup or something that he can, some hair dye to try to cover them.
Just
He
some
has
flour.
white out.
Exactly.
All right, so now I can put away Menagerie of Magic. All right, so folks, I hope you are enjoying life and the world tonight. We are going to, I guess, get ready to start in just a second. Before we do, I want to pass around and make sure that everybody introduces themselves accordingly. So why don't we go in a big circle and say hello? Let's start with Christine.
I'm Christine. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm already talking like Win. So, I am playing Gwendolwyne Shafra tonight. You can call her Win, as she is a human monk of the Way of Mercy.
Nice. All right. Hello, Christa.
Hello, hi, I'm Christa. I use she, her, or they, them pronouns, and I'm playing Isaac Ronaldi of the Runigling. And I'm so glad I came up with that of the, because it's so fun to say. I need to say it more. I'm very excited to be back in this nonsense, and happy to go into yet another section of Yawn. Section of the Feywilds.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. There's a lot of yawn to uncover. I'm gonna try not to do the yawn joke too much. Hey, Caitlan, how's it going?
Hi, I'm Caitlan. I use she, her pronouns. And it took me way too long to get the yawn joke. So, cool.
Nice.
But tonight, I will be playing Luthienne Aeradel, the high elf gunslinger of the group. And, yeah.
Nice. All right, and Robin.
Hello, everyone. I'm Robin. I use she, her, or they, them pronouns, and tonight I am playing Sarcyra Novis, our tiefling sorcerer of the Clockwork Soul. Oh, I'm a little tired. I will try not to actually yawn all the time, but I am fighting it hard today. Yeah, I'm super excited to get to a new domain of the Feywild.
All right, so folks, last episode the characters traveled through the mists after defeating Scabbeth and Nightshade in the area of the Feywild known as Thither. From there, they made it through the mists, guided by Squirt the Oil Can, and with their new friend, Elkhart? Was it Elkhart or it's Elkhart, not Elkhart.
Horn.
No, we thought it was
Yeah,
Elkhorn.
Horn. No, I think it's Horn.
Is it Elkhorn?
It's Horn.
I think so.
I think, yeah.
I said Elkhorn, yep.
Yeah, I have Elkhorn in my
Elkhorn.
notes.
It's not Peppercorn.
Like L.
It is Elkhorn. It is Elkhorn. I want to say Elkhart, but it's not. Okay.
I want to call him Acorn.
Acorn? You can call him whatever you want. He's pretty amical. I gotta solidify his voice this episode. Let me just put a tab so I don't lose him. Oh, I don't need Zarak anymore. You guys cacked him.
Who's Zarak again?
Zarak was that half-orc assassin that you guys took out in 20 seconds.
Oh. Right.
It was not worth it for that character to be written to the module for you guys. He was a waste of like printer paper, I think. All right, so without further ado, you guys traveled through Tion, and as you were traveling through the misty regions, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to level up to level 6 before we start play tonight.
Nice.
Nice.
Yo.
So
All right.
I'm pretty sure I asked y'all not to go ahead and add your hit points and stuff beforehand. So let's go ahead and do that right now. And
Okay.
let's
Last
see what
time.
else y'all get for that.
right.
So level 6 is a fun level because you get, let's find out.
An ability ability score or a feat.
No,
I get
do you? Oh yeah, because you're
Yeah.
a fighter.
much.
Yeah, I already got my extra attack last.
Oh god, fighters are so great.
Wow.
Let's see, what is Win? Win, you get an extra 5 feet of movement. You get magic
9.
fists, and you get a new monastic tradition feature. Isaac, you get expertise. Yeah, it's gonna be great, and I'm sure you were excited. You were muted though; I couldn't hear you. Robin, you get a new sorcerer's origin feature and an extra high-level spell, an extra 3rd, and then Caitlan gets just tankier than ever.
Oh, I know what spell I'm taking.
The
Yeah,
Fireball?
for my new
Fireball?
I already
monastic
have
tradition,
Firebolt.
when I use Hand of Healing, I can also end one disease or one of the following conditions: blinded, deafened, paralyzed, poisoned, or stunned.
Oof!
Until the end of my next turn.
You just punch them in the breadbasket until they get sick.
Yep.
Nice.
Hey guys, I'm gonna take proficiency in stealth.
Are you
you-
actually?
Wow.
At this point. At this
Alright.
point.
He's taking stealth?
Do you get another?
Oh.
Do you get another proficiency with expertise?
It's been
At 6th level, you can
So
choose 2
long.
more. Oh, sorry, never mind. You gain the benefit of expertise in 2 other ones. I read it wrong. My
I was about to
bad.
say you
I'm not
still
gonna
you're
do
not
it.
you're still not
That's unfortunate.
So I get to create I can expend 1 to 5 sorcery points to create a magical ward around myself or another creature that you can see within 30 feet. The ward lasts until you finish a long rest or till you use this feature again. The ward is represented by a number of d8s equal to the number of sorcery points spent to create it. When the warded creature takes damage, it can expend a number of those dice, roll them, and reduce the damage taken. Oh, it's like a nope ward.
Abjuration is tight. What are you taking your? I guess you could. So, Caitlan, are you going to take a feat?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I'm
What-
just trying to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do.
So I managed to roll a 7 on my hit die. I now have 69 hit points.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
We're all mature.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
We're adults here.
I have
You may-
51.
You may not see it in the stream, but we regularly in our inside chat 69 viewers.
Oh,
Nice.
absolutely.
All the time.
Like every time.
Mhm.
We're working our way towards 420 viewers. That's going to be
That's the dream.
all right. The
And we
chat's
did
filling
get
up with nices.
169.
So-
Just FYI, I know having a certain tag helped us before.
Well, technically, you're saying technically you're a furry.
I was gonna say I'm technically in a full lion costume.
Do you
here.
want me? I will change.
I don't-
Oh.
I will. You know what? I'm gonna check this out. I'm gonna change the ADHD tag to furry, and we're gonna
Let's find out.
let's find
Let's
out.
see if our
It's for
numbers jump.
science. It's for science.
Okay, for science, I've done it.
The very beginning of my TikTok career, even without doing this kind of makeup, was exclusively furry TikToks, and so I owe my TikTok popularity, what little it is, to them. So I'm here for it.
Okay, well,
But
I've done
speaking
it.
of TikTok, I finally put Win on TikTok.
Yeah.
Just
Yay!
makeup, but
I
I need you to share with me ideas of what Win can do for speaking wise. I have a few I need to send you. Okay. I have one between the 2 of us that will be very, very funny. We should do that tonight. I'll send it to you.
Nice. All right. So which one do you think you're gonna take, Caitlan?
Everything I'm looking at is homebrew. So I don't know.
I'm trying to think of what would be really good for you real quick. So feats for gunslingers. The one that gives you point blank shots pretty good. So you already have.
Is that a thing? I thought that point blank shot was a
That's
homebrew.
Pathfinder for sure.
Oh.
The old point blank shot feat was great for Pathfinder, but first ed. So let's take a quick peek and then we'll start game. So let's see if I can find the feat. The feats always stick together in this book, and I can never find them right away. Let's see. So you already have which one? Sharpshooter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so other good ones are lucky, always. Crossbow expert.
Oh, that's right. That's what Chet was talking about.
So you get
Macro,
rid
there
of
you
loading
are.
property. You can shoot point blank, and when you can use a sword and a gun.
Right. I think I need a free hand to reload.
This allows you to
but-
ignore the reload property.
Oh, right. Okay.
This
Well,
means
sure,
that you
let's do
basically can
that.
speed load your gun, which I'll allow you to take it for guns.
Lucky is also great. I love Lucky. Sorry, I'm talking to chat right now, but I take Lucky on like all my other characters, so not
This is
this time. But yeah, crossbow expert sounds great this time. That's what I didn't take last time. Here
And
we
also,
go.
if you are all watching here, what I want to do right now is as we hit level 6, I'd like everybody to take a good look at the frame right now. And as we leave hither and head to yawn. Whoa. All right.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I love it.
Ooh, very
Thank
nice.
you very much for all the hard work, Michael. Our graphics dude yet again comes through. Okay, so besides that, those are the best ones that I think. I think crossbow expert is probably more fun for you because then you can just shoot people point blank in the face. Which you
sounds amazing.
Mm-hmm.
right, and that's what Luthienne's all about.
Yeah, there's it.
Besides that, there might be something inside of Xanathar's. I'll check real quick for you for Elven stuff. I think Elven accuracy, or what the hell is it called? I can never find anything in any book that Wizards of the Coast puts out, though, when I'm on stream. I can find it in when I'm off stream, I can find it in half a second, but, like...
They do that on purpose, you know.
They do it. It's sad, really. I found like the spice pouch like 3 times now. There we go. Elven accuracy. So increase your dex, int, wisdom, or charisma by 1. And whenever you have advantage on an attack roll using one of those, you can reroll one of the dice once. So you have triple advantage. That's pretty dope.
That's pretty good. Also, it would raise my dex to 20.
Oh,
It's
that's
very slick.
That's
Yeah.
very slick. And then you get another, like, you'll have another feat.
I was gonna say, pretty soon.
You'll have another feat for the final combat.
Ah.
So it might be better. I would
Hmm.
say maybe take Elven accuracy as your level 8 feat,
Okay.
because that will when you're getting taking away your disadvantage from point blank shot seems more advantageous to me.
Hmm.
Because then in the final battles, when you're fighting maybe some big dragon thing, you never know, being able to blow it away with triple advantage might be useful.
Fair enough.
So,
Okay,
but that's
spoilers.
just my thought.
We're
It's your
gonna take
character.
crossbow expert right now.
Okay. I don't want to tell you how to run your character, but
There's some good ideas.
you could always just take cook. And then
I
just be
mean,
good at
also
cooking.
that.
It's always handy to
Also
have.
that.
Then you can feed those kids.
True. Oh. Yes.
All
Not
right.
the ones we just left behind.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
All those ones.
not gonna bring them into battle.
I
Always
actually
go
want to talk
back.
about that for like next. I think we've had this conversation about like for the like character creation about like having an extra like fun feat that you normally don't take, like something like chef or those fun things. I think
like
that'd be
those.
cool. Yeah, to be able to have at the beginning to just be
Mhm.
like
I
just flavor.
I think that the one thing that 5th edition D&D under the right supervision could be really good with is a flaws and feats thing, so that you get an extra
yeah.
feat at character creation, but you have to take a negative thing.
Oh, so like mage.
Yeah, like with World of Darkness games where you could take flaws and merits, right? Like, I think
Yeah.
that would be kind of good, but you'd have to be judicious about it so that someone didn't always take like Great Weapon Master or something, and
Yeah.
then took like, I don't know, no sense of taste as a flaw or something like that. Like, oh, I dress horribly, but I always crit. There'd be people who pick that.
Yep. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so you could that's something that you could curate a list of feats that could be taken that way.
Like
They're more
negative
flavorful feats more than anything.
What's the opposite of a feat? What's an antonym for feat?
Hands.
That's true.
Flaw? Feats and flaws?
Feats and flaws, yeah. Cessation, deliberation, No, that's... How is endurance an antonym? A venture. A deed. These are not antonyms, Google. Do you know what an antonym is?
I guess not.
A caper, apparently, is like a feat.
A caper.
But not a
because
kipper.
it's a great feat. It would be a great caper.
I think it's just giving me synonyms, though. Like,
yes, it sounds like
so.
I want antonyms. I searched. No, I didn't. I said antonym. Inactivity, inaction. Well, shut up. All right.
You wanted antonyms.
I wanted. They gave me bad ones. All right. Y'all ready to start?
Yes.
All right. Without further ado, let's hop into Wild Beyond the Witchlight at level 6. I'm so proud of you. My baby's a grown up.
feet.
I
How
did
many
take
feet?
expertise in sleight of hand and
5.
thieves tools, so
Nice.
I now have plus 14 to both.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
I can't be sneaky as hell, but I'll have a perfect conversation with you and take everything off of you.
Call a locksmith.
Dang. Dang.
Mhm.
Rogues, man.
All right. And here we go. The travel is arduous. The mists wrap around you. Slowly but surely, you make your way from the wooded lands of thither, climbing ever upward across blasted black stone, across harsh terrain that appears to shrug off any attempt at organic growth or life. The harshness of this terrain is such that it instills a sense of bleakness in your mind. The winds here, as you walk through the mists and emerge at the other side, whip and tear at your clothing, sting at your exposed flesh, part your fur and plaster your hair against the sides of your faces. And as the mists completely part, the oil can, Squirt, says to you, well, here we are, guys. Welcome to Yawn. And before you, you see nothing but thunder and lightning. It's very, very frightening to you. And, sorry. And, as you stand there, you look up and see that you're standing on a path that wends between rocky crags on a mountainside. The sky is dark and full of roiling thunderclouds. You are greeted by not a happy voice, a happy smile, or a welcome wagon, but a howling wind. And for a second, lightning splits the sky above you. And you suddenly can see, as it strikes a nearby mountaintop, that it illuminates a distant pinnacle of rock that has a foreboding castle carved out of it. Rain buffets down around you. So, that up there, that's the Motherhorn.
The
That's-
Motherhorn?
Yeah, that's where you're gonna find, Gwendolwyne. And Asquirt says that when you're going to feel a shudder and a chill start at the base of your skull and ripple down your spine, ending with a soft tug at your navel. There's something here. Something that you've never felt. Well, no, something that you haven't felt since childhood. The thing that you're missing, Ben, is somewhere in Yawn. And as lightning cracks again behind that castle, your eyes instinctively are drawn to it.
Is it usually so lightning and stormy here?
Well, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I expected, but it wasn't this.
I was just wondering if the Feywild's mad at us for killing the hag. Didn't they say it usually reflects the area around us?
I thought that would just be the other place.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that's why I was
Everything?
asking if this is
It kinda-
usual.
Kill the pig girl.
Squirt will shrug his little metal shoulders.
We killed a lot of things
Maybe.
up there.
When you're not, it's pretty tall up here. How about you take these and Sassy will grab from her bag a pair of slippers that I have. Hold on, I'm going all the way back to the beginning, first couple
Well,
sessions.
I mean, that's really kind of you, Sassy. I have shoes.
Oh wait, nope, sorry, it's a toy spider.
Oh, is
This
that a
will give
spider?
you spider climb. It was one of the things I won from the Witchlight Carnival. So
It
if you
does what now?
fall, it'll give you the ability to like climb on walls and stuff.
Oh. How long?
An hour.
Aw. Alright. I'll have to save it for a special time then. She'll tuck it into her shirt.
As you stand there, the crackling of the mountains, the lightning that bursts between them, filling your eardrums, the old dwarf, Elkhorn, looms forward, kind of trudging between you all. What's wrong? Just a little bit of mountains. It's good for you. You'll be fine. Just remember to keep your center of balance low. Little hard for an elf. Kind of nudges an elbow out toward Luthienne without touching you. But I'm sure if you squat down a bit, get a nice kind of, stable position. Just think earth body.
Earth body.
Ah,
Earth
you've
body.
got it.
Gotcha. Alright. It's just very wet.
Yeah, it's probably. That's fine. I mean, you've all got. None of you have coats.
I do.
I mean, I suppose you've got a coat and you've got a hat. That's good.
This is true.
Well, shall we go?
Yeah, no way but forward, hey?
Alright. I'm already soaked, so it don't matter.
Do you want me
His hair's probably like plastered to her now in stringy rivulets. She does not look good. Too good with like drenched.
All your cotton candy's been has dissolved. Now it's just kind of sugary down there.
It's gonna be so bad when it dries out.
Yeah.
Sticky mess, yeah. I'm sure we can help you with that.
Do you guys want me to stay with you? I mean, I can't really guide you many other places. I tell you what, I'll go with you to the first safe place that you go to, and then I'll probably wait for you there in case you need a way back, Squirt says.
Is this weather any good for you?
I mean,
You're
I'm not gonna
rusty
rust,
as
I'm full of
is.
oil.
I don't know much about metal, my apologies.
I mean, it's only the best genre of music, but okay.
That's a fair point, but
Yeah. With that mane, I would expect you to be a real metalhead.
Get a good swing on it, yep.
Oh, I bet. You just don't want to throw your neck out, because, you know, I mean, you're pretty old, right? You got the white hair and the...
Well, being as I've had it since I was born, I don't think it really indicates my age.
I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to say nothing against you. I was just, you know...
No offense taken.
Okay.
Perhaps you were born with the soul of an old man.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Right.
Could be either.
Alright, are we done talking about hair? Can we start going? We've got some hag to slag. Eh?
I mean, yeah.
A what now?
You're the one in front of the path.
Oh, I am. Sorry. He'll start to walk on the rocks. 1 sec, please. And sure enough, this old dwarf is squat and chiseled out of the mountain stone as he appears to be. He waddles slightly when he walks on even ground. And for a moment you think, is this gonna go well? And then he starts walking like a mountain goat, striding across these uneven crags with such grace that it kind of boggles the mind. It's like watching a refrigerator pirouette. Oh, come on. Gotta go.
All right. Luthienne is gonna follow right up behind him.
Isaac will take the rear.
And we'll kind of just follow Luthienne.
All right.
Sassy will go somewhere in the middle.
You make your way forward. Squirt clinging to probably Isaac because he's the biggest.
How big? He's wee, right?
He is the size of an oil can.
Okay, I'll pick him up.
I was gonna say Sassy could hold out her tail for him to hold on to if he wanted. Like a child leash.
Oh.
He's pretty lazy. He'd rather be carried.
Okay, that's fair.
So he's gonna allow himself to be carried. This is, you know what? You're not half bad, Lion.
I do my best.
You're, yeah. You continue to walk, and you make your way across the uneven terrain around you. All about you, you see that there is flashing lightning, and sure enough, you can see in the distance as the lightning illuminates the sky that not one, not two, but 7 immense lightning rods are strewn about the mountainous landscape. Each one of these is, God, at least 30 feet tall above whatever mountain it is, topped with various shapes, suns and moons that glow bright yellow and white as lightning touches down and strikes into them. Now, as you are moving through here, the worst part of traveling through Yon so far is not the cold or the rain necessarily, but rather the infrequency with which it strikes you. 1 minute as you're traveling, you'll be buffeted by rain splattering and slathering over you like the wetness of a dog's tongue, and the next it will be dry as a bone and chilly like fingers from an ice elemental raking down your spine. And as you are walking, you're going to notice something else, actually. What that is your earlier assumption was perhaps not incorrect. For as you are walking, the area around you seems to respond to you. The clouds overhead that swirl among the peaks, one of them forms into the face of a craggy old woman with a knobby nose and sad eyes. She looks down at you as she floats overhead, and as the cloud slowly rotates backwards, her eyes seem to flood with tears that rain down upon you in a torrent. The wind blows away and carries a rotten scent of burnt pigskin. And as that happens, the dwarf will sniff and look back at you. You smell that? It's kind of like, You ever been to a luau? It's like someone forgot to
No.
turn off the luau pit.
Don't have much sympathy for a world that judges us for the murder of two evil beings when they're allowed to enact the atrocities they've been attracting.
Hey.
Well said.
Perhaps it's more of a warning than a judgment.
Let it rain.
Let it cry itself out. Look, for what it's worth, I don't think that anyone should die like that. But if it was going to be someone, child thief is probably one of the only ones that deserves it.
Agreed.
Those children, he gets this look on his face that is just, you see like multiple emotions flash over his face, like he's trying to feel the right emotion before he allows words to reach his old cracked lips. They weren't children, really. As far as I can tell, in the Feywild, you don't really age, or at least the children don't. A lot of those kids had been there. Some of them might be older than me.
All children deserve a chance to be children. Hopefully they'll get it now.
But not forever. Kind of ruins it, you know. Anyway, and as he's talking, over his shoulder, Luthienne, you, with your keen eyesight, your elven eyes are going to pick up something in the distance. And actually Winwill as well, with her incredibly keen vision. You'll see that two figures are standing on an outcrop of rock, outlined against the stormy sky up ahead. One is a slender female elf wearing a crescent moon mask, and the other is a 3-foot-tall dandelion with a small rapier strapped to its stem. A honeybee the size of an orange buzzes around its bright yellow head. The elf is the first to notice you. As she points in your direction, the dandelion draws its rapier and assumes a defensive pose. The honeybee buzzes more loudly as it flies circles around the two of them, and none of you really know what to think at this point, but as you look at this, the woman that's looking at you, the elf, suddenly flashes a memory. And you, as the wind blows across your face, you remember the carnival. The voice came to you as you were standing near the Hall of Mirrors. How old were you when you went to the carnival?
I was 12.
In the Hall of Mirrors, you watched yourself grow and age and change. But as you looked at yourself as a full-grown woman, there was a sense of comfort. Being 12 and looking at yourself, fully grown, fully developed, at that pivotal age, must have seemed something of a wonder. It's one thing to look at yourself as a baby or an old woman. To see what you would look like when you were fully matured it's something that I think we all would be interested in. And as you gazed into your future self's eyes, that voice, like a breeze, came over the stillness of the chamber. Hello, child. Have you lost something? Have you lost your way?
Who's that?
You dropped this.
What?
As you turn around, you will see that there is a gold coin laying on the ground, a griffin facing up. It's bad luck to pick up a coin facing tails. At least that's what they always say. As you looked at it, even then you had keen eyes and keen perceptions, and looking down at the coin, you could see that the shadows in the room were billowing. Probably another trick of the light, another carnival game, of course. But that was a gold coin. More money than you probably had ever seen or held in your life. Did you pick it
A
up?
lot of money. Probably. I mean, she would have looked around to see if there's somebody else nearby who maybe dropped it. Because she's relatively honest. But if it didn't seem like anybody had lost it.
As you pick it up and look
well, let's
around,
find us keep this.
you'll see your mirror reflection turns and smiles at you. Oh, that's mine, it says to you.
Alright.
And
Win
as you
will offer it.
as you held it out to the reflection of yourself in the mirror, Old Win took a step forward, reaching through the mirror itself. And as she did, her skin went from that pale, milky white to a bluish hue, as if lit by moonlight, and then darkened even further. And as she grabbed your hand, you saw that the body shifted and changed, and now it was an elven woman with dark blue skin like rolling clouds in a storm. A crescent moon mask adorning her face, and swirls of smoke.
Huh.
Well, you're not me.
This will do nicely.
What?
And then she reached into you, into the center of your chest, her fingers passing through you like a ghost. And then she drew something else out. A bit of luck.
Oh, what?
And as she went and pulled this ephemeral gossamer string out of you and back into the mirror, suddenly you heard as the mirror began to ripple and shatter, spider webbing, and then collapsing to the ground, broken. The attendant ran in at that point. A big, burly bugbear. What are you doing here? Hey, you can't break the mirrors. Get out of here, you jinx.
Meanie!
She'll run away.
You ran out directly into a mud puddle. Directly into a bag of sick. Directly into where you lost whatever coin purse you had. All the while, the crescent moon overhead laughed and smiled at you. And now, years in the future, you see the exact same woman standing in front of you. Kind of. Make me an insight roll. Or a perception roll, whichever you prefer.
I prefer perception.
Okay.
That's gonna be a dirty 20.
She looks different. Her skin is far less incandescent. It's far more... She looks fleshy here compared to like the smoky form that she had before. And you think that it looks identical, but you're not sure it's her. Like there's actually some coloration to her skin.
Well, that's odd.
And her skin is actually like quite a bit brighter, not blue. I'll tell you that for sure.
Yeah,
So-
I see them too.
What? I mean, she kind of looks like the one who took my lock.
Who?
That could be. They look about ready to fight us.
My green screen's having fun with this.
Yep, the green
going.
screen on the
There we go.
plant.
Yep. Okay.
I mean, I guess we might as well go talk to him and see what's happening.
Okay. I need to ask you a very important question right now.
Alright.
Does a dandelion swordsman
Uh-huh.
sound like Dudley Do-Right? Or does he sound incredibly French?
French.
I
Incredibly
like
French.
incredibly French.
French.
Yeah.
Is a dandelion.
Right?
No, we.
Wait.
No, not.
I will fight you for dandelion superiority.
It's true.
Oh, true.
Although maybe I'm a lion dandy.
Oh, there you go. Then you can coexist. That's fine
Exactly.
then.
Yes. yes.
In common, the dandelion will step forward, brandishing his rapier. Come not a step closer. If you wish to survive. I don't know why I went Spanish. I apologize.
Yeah.
Do not come a step closer if you wish to survive. I guess he's
That's
Inigo
even better.
Montoya. I'm sorry.
It's,
Yeah,
no,
I
that's
love
even
it.
better.
It's fine.
Absolutely.
Swordsman,
I
so-
thoroughly approve.
Yep.
But that's the path. Are you a guardian of the path?
I am not the guardian of the path. I am a guardian of these ladies.
Alright.
Do you wish them harm?
I don't think so.
Make me a persuasion roll. I want to see how friendly you appear.
I'm just very confused. Alright, persuasion. Where's my persuasion? 15.
15? Okay.
I'm just kind of like puzzled.
The dandelion gives you a big look up and down.
We're just trying to walk.
I mean, we just got on the path.
I'm sorry. I meant no insult. I must be careful when I protect my queen and my friends. He will sheath his sword and give you a very dramatic bow, bobbing his bright yellow dandelion head downward.
Wynn will make a very dramatic kind of non-skirted curtsy.
Yes, I should
She'll
have
use her cape.
recognized you.
Oh, I do have a cover. I have a cape. I forgot about that.
Of course, Your Majesty. I should have known.
Oh,
Who's your queen?
It's alright.
My queen. A little bit of a blush appears among the. It's not petals. What is like the head of a
Stamen?
dan? I guess the stamens. Like
Oh,
Also-
the stamen is.
I'll say
not
across his
gold.
face. How's that? Across
Okay.
the face of
Yeah.
the dandelion,
It's just a lot of little small petals, really.
and a little bit of a blush will go. My queen is, and you'll hear, and she will like land on his shoulder and kind of nuzzle up to him.
Gotcha.
The lady, Polonella.
It's lovely to meet you.
Anybody
And-
can roll me a nature check. But sorry,
Okay.
Sassy, please talk.
Sassy's be like, and I don't believe we caught your name, good sir?
Excuse me. My name is Amador. I am a dandelion.
Amador and
Polonella.
Polonella.
And
Very
I'm
nice to
Gleam.
meet you.
The elf will say from behind him. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
Liam, are you in the business of taking things from children at carnivals?
He'll kind of stand protectively to the back shoulder of Wynn.
Oh, we're gonna need another oven. You hear Elkhorn mutter under his breath.
No.
No. I'm not at all. I'm a circus performer. I work for the Witchlight Carnival. I did.
Feather alumnus, then.
I suppose so. Did you work for Mr.'s Witch and Light as well?
Did indeed.
You look awful similar to somebody I met before. 7 years ago.
If we're going to continue this conversation, perhaps at an outcropping where we can get out of this rain.
Well, that sounds,
Sounds
good.
great,
Is
yeah.
there one nearby?
Yes, please, follow me.
Which, by the way, sorry, we were doing introductions. I'm Gwendolwyne Shafra. You can call me Win, though.
Yes, Your Majesty, Win?
Sarcyra Novis.
Yes, Your
Oh,
Ladyship,
Luthienne.
Novis?
Sorry. I'm Luthienne.
Oh, and I rolled a nat 20 on that nature check, but it ends up being 19.
19? Okay. Anybody with a 15 or a 14 or higher on the nature check is going to realize that Pollinella is a queen bee.
Okay.
Not just a drone, not just a worker, but is a full queen bee, and she is freaking adorable. She's all like furry looking, like she's a full bumble. And actually has, I don't know how they manage, but she's actually cute to look at. Like she's got like these cute little eyes. It's really adorable.
Oh, it's not hard with bumbles.
It's
They're
really not
so
hard with
cute.
bumbles. But she kind of just
Very
looks,
cute.
she kind of just looks like this like cute girl with like a big like fluffy jacket. The way they draw her, it's kind of nice.
Oh, okay.
But and you are, sir?
Isaac Ronaldi of the Ronaldi. Pleasure.
Yes, of course. From one dandelion to another. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Ilcorn of Valor's Call. Yes, you probably are. Shall we go?
Yes, let's.
We'll follow.
He leads you around for about 5 minutes until you find an overcropping of stone where you can kind of get out of the rain. And it is there that you can see that the area around here is just blasted with cold and dampness. But this is a warm enough little alcove that you find shelter in. He makes some room for you at the back. It's enough that you all almost have to touch to be under here, but it gets you out of the rain for a minute. I apologize for being so aggressive earlier. I freed my Queen Pollinella from imprisonment with a Cyclops beekeeper. We've been on the run since, and I know the beekeeper is looking for her.
Cyclops beekeeper.
She was enslaved. As a knight, it is my duty to protect those, especially royalty. Which means that I suppose I am pledged to you as well, Your Majesty. Then we came across Gleam and heard her tragic story. I traveled here with my sister, my twin, Glister. We were an acrobatic duo. We used to be the star performers of the Witchlight Carnival. Isaac, you can make me a history roll to see if you've heard of them.
I was just about to ask.
I'm looking for like a 14 from you, 13 or 14.
Ooh, what's my history?
Intelligence.
13.
13? I'll say 13. So as you're thinking, you don't remember exact details, but you remember there used to be a really excellent acrobatic duo that did like all of the high wire work.
There were like old posters that were like filed away. or
Yeah, there
something.
totally were, and they were all, now that you remember it, looking around the landscape as the lightning flashes, it kind of jogs your memory a little bit. One of them wore a costume like the moon, and the other one wore a costume like the sun. This elf was fairly dark-skinned, the one you see before you, not blue-skinned necessarily, but rather deep-colored, and her twin was very, very pale, and together they were basically like night and day, like fraternal twins.
Mm-hmm.
And they had this beautiful act that was very Cirque du Soleil, like the sun and the moon dancing and twining with each other through the air. It was, there was a poster that you remember that was "Come See the Dance of the Eclipse." I'm sorry. Have you heard of?
There were old posters in some of the staff areas that advertised what you did, the dance of the eclipse. Never
Well,
had the honor of seeing you, but
we were invited here by Gwendolwyne Moongrave to perform for her. Gwendolyn's afraid of eclipses, so
Right.
she decided to separate us, and she released me and kept my sister as a guest. But she didn't let me keep everything. Before I left, she took out a pair of shears and cut my shadow away from me. And as you're looking at her, you are going to see now that as the lightning flashes, each of you is going to cast a deep, dark shadow along the wall of this outcropping. She will not. And it is eerie to see the negation. Since then, my shadow has been working for her.
Oh.
So sorry, Christa was trying to take notes, but I think I missed something. So she separated the sisters and
Yeah.
kept Glister
She kept Glister and Gleam's
and Gleam's
shadow.
shadow.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay.
10-4.
So Wynn's gonna think that the shadow is what took hers.
That's probably the smartest assumption Wynn has ever made in her life.
Alright. No. I mean,
Lucky guess.
Wynn doesn't think she's stupid.
This is true, but people
And-
rarely do.
What was the dance that you and your sister were doing called again?
But we had a finishing move called the eclipse spectacle. I mean, we changed it up depending on which world we went to, but it was all about the symbolism of the sun and the moon dancing together, and then we did this big finisher where we would flip through the air off of this trapeze, and we would entwine ourselves off of a single hanging strand, and Glister would catch it with her foot, and I would balance off of her while kind of holding on to her arms, and we would slowly do a handstand and spin around. It was very impressive.
That sounds like it.
It took a long time to perfect, but I mean, as an elf, I have a little bit of time, as you probably know.
Yep.
why would someone who is afraid of eclipses invite someone whose specialty was a move called the eclipse?
Yeah, that seems very bizarre.
She was worried, probably, that we would find our way here of our own volition due to her meddling with the Witchlight Carnival. But I have to tell you, I honestly don't know how a hag thinks. I have been wandering around these cursed mountains for what seems like years.
Would you like to travel with us? We're gonna try and take the hag out. We want
Yeah,
to
we gotta.
protect.
Did you
Free the
finish? Did you
We gotta
finish
get
your
something from her
move
anyway.
with your sister? Did you finish the eclipse?
None. We weren't able to perform for her before she kept us and separated us.
I wonder if maybe we could get you to perform the move of this eclipse. If she doesn't like eclipses, maybe that could help disable her. I don't know. It seems far shot, but it's pretty stormy here. I don't think we're gonna get an eclipse naturally.
No, there's no moon here. It's too cloudy. There's any type of eclipse that would happen to Gwendolwyne would have to be a symbolic one. She's crazy. She's absolutely crazy. But if
So
We've met her
We need to-
sisters.
Yes. We already took our stuff back from what was her name?
Lorna.
Of Lorna and Scabatha.
And we negated Scabatha.
you have killed the evil witch,
Potentially.
I really would like to get my luck back, so we're going after Moonlight now.
if needed, I will do what I can to help Gleam. And you, So long as Paul and Ellie is safe. My honor dictates that I reunite Gleam with her twin before I can do anything else. Is your mission just to kill the hags? Or is there something greater?
Well, you see, we understand that there's a Fey Queen that the hags have kinda locked up.
Yes.
And we think we know how to help her.
You can help Lady Zabilna.
Yeah.
I come originally from the Palace of Heart's Desire. I can take you there. I would be my honor to. But honor dictates that I must bring Gleam to her sister first. I cannot do it without that, and I must keep my dear safe.
Well,
Yes.
we're going to the hag first because I'm kind of unlucky. They kind of took that from me.
This is terrible.
So it'd be nice to have my luck back before we try and tackle like the really big spell, whatever they did. I don't know.
And from a purely selfish perspective, it sounds like Gleam and her sister are going to be our best bet to take down the hag, so...
Yes.
Well, and it means we can help at the same time. I always like multitasking.
We'll get back your shadow, and we'll get back your sister, and everyone.
And my luck.
Everyone's happy. Exactly, and your luck, of course.
And take down the hag all at the same time. That's like
All at the same time.
4, 5, 6 things?
Something like that.
Something like
5.
that one.
Well, if Gleam will clear her throat and say, if you're going to the Motherhorn, I can tell you a couple of things that I learned during my extended stay there. The mountains here are home to a clan of Corrids. They're a little fey creature with hair that's like iron. They gather and dance at a place called Lockbury Hedge. It's kind of northwest of here, along this trail. They hate Gwendolwyne for what she's done to Jan. They could be pretty good allies for you.
Plus, iron's always good against.
Mm-hmm.
Surprising that they're Fey with iron hair.
Yeah.
There's also an elf prince named Aligarthus. He made a deal with Gwendolwyne, but now he's trapped in Jan. He's kind of near the center of Jan. You'll find a place called the Fey Beacons around a lake. He's trapped there, and he could probably use your help too. And besides that, you're from the Witchlight Carnival, Isaac. You know Burley, don't you? Gwendolwyne has made a pact with another bugbear named Hurley, Burley's brother. He's trapped at her theater and is forced to perform there. I know that Hurley's eager to get back to his brother. If you take one for the carnival and help him out, I'm sure that I would do what I can to help you. I'm happy to come along and help as well. I'm not sure how useful.
6 things. I think we can do that, right?
Gwyn will just kind of look at everybody.
I'm sure we can manage.
Well, I'm starting to realize that sometimes you have to do things you don't want for your family, and the carnival was my family for a long time, so it's the least I can do.
And it's not fair that these hags have done these to all these people. The more allies we can get, who knows, we may need to call upon favors when we go try and free Zabilna. Who knows what we might be going and facing, what magic those hags have done. The more people we could potentially have gotten on our side, the better.
Mm-hmm.
For purely selfish reasons as well.
Fair.
But as someone that just found their lost thing as well, I think it's nice to reunite things that have been lost.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shall we go? There are many places to go. Many things to see.
Question actually before we have your these lightning rods, do you know what their purpose is for? Are they just the 7 lightning rods around here?
She harnesses the electricity, the hag. She takes the electricity and powers these mechanisms inside of her theater. I have not seen it myself. I have. Her theater is macabre, but it's wonderful in its own way. It's disturbing, but very unique. It's a morbid play, but it's so intricate and unique. I was thinking that perhaps we could do away with them. Is that what you were thinking too?
That's
Not
what I
going
was
to announce our
wondering.
presence.
Let
to do it
her
sometime.
come. Yes, good. I like you all. Good. It would be a fact worth remembering. So, shall we go?
Absolutely.
Do keep your eye out for the beekeeper, though. He is very large, and I do not want to encounter him.
Is he like? Do you think we could talk to him?
You could not talk to such a brute. Make me an insight check.
Okay. Perfect. I was just gonna.
Such a man, such a beast would just take my beloved
19.
and lock her up and force her to be a queen of his own little perverted amusements. He is definitely emotionally irrational when it comes to Polynella, and there's a chance you could talk to the giant.
Okay, cool. So it's
Besides,
not like
He is an
it's not like
idiot and only speaks giant. Who speaks giant? I don't know. Do you?
Nope.
I don't.
Okay, I was about to say. Does Isaac?
I thought I
wait,
did, but I
this-
see Goblin.
Hold on one second. Let me check. Let me
Oh.
check. Elkhorn. Elkhorn's no Dwarvish. God, are you good at anything except for that one roll to climb?
You know what? That's all you need, though.
That's all you need.
For this, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe best to stay in the shadows around him then.
Yes, I agree. Shall we go? There are many things inside of yon that are interesting and worth seeing.
Show us the way,
Of course.
if you
of
don't
course.
mind, sir. Sir Knight, Sir Lion, Sir
Amador is fine.
Amador.
Although Sir Amador is always better.
I feel like you've earned the title, Sir Amador.
Oh, this one is very charismatic. I like her. In fact, you know what? I like all of you. You all seem like excellent companions. I look forward to our adventures together. May we slay many hags. Or at least one.
Many of them.
Many of them. And how many are there?
Well, we
Br-
also have a hag to that stole our friend, or well,
yes.
did a dirty deal with our friend that we need to speak with.
There's one thing that I know. Evil grows in dirty deeds like a weed. Let justice flower and prevail. And he will start trudging off into the mountainside. Come on.
All right.
Sassy's just gonna take a moment to try and contemplate what he's saying because Sassy knows that in her world dandelions are weeds, so it's like, is he calling himself evil or was that just a thing?
I mean,
But-
fair, right?
Weeds see themselves as weeds.
Yeah,
No,
it's true.
because aren't weeds just like flowers that's not where they're like that's not where you wanted them to be? And then they're
Basically.
weeds.
Yeah.
Hold on, I said it more eloquently before. Anyway, I'll figure it out.
All right, as you are wandering through, the wind is going to continue to grow and shift. And as it does, he will call back to you. So, you must be careful. The mountain is very treacherous. You must always be careful because the fall is not good. In fact, you need to be careful with the... And as he's saying that, the sky darkens as a huge tornado forms and careens toward you. I need everybody to make me a strength saving throw.
Strength saving
Strength,
throw.
eh? Oh,
What a
that's
good-
lovely.
All
What a
right,
good-
Amador did
Ooh,
great.
I'm gonna spend my 1 point of inspiration
All right.
because I rolled a 5.
Natural 20 on the Christa dice.
All right,
I
Squirt
rolled an
failed.
18.
Oh, I re-rolled and got a nat
But I was
1.
holding Squirt.
22.
You were holding Squirt? Yep.
I've
Okay,
been
so tell you what,
carrying
I'll give him
Squirt.
advantage on that. Okay, so he actually is holding on to you at least.
Yes.
All right, so it'll be entirely dependent on your roll. Okay, so got a nat 1, so that'll be 2 fails. Then when you got a nat 20, that'll be 2 successes. You got a total of 4, Caitlan?
22.
Oh, 22.
Even better.
Okay.
2.
And what'd you get, Christa?
18.
18. Okay, well, that's actually pretty darn lucky. If at least half the members succeed the saving throw, none of them. Okay, so you are going to hear this horrible dun 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 dun, dun kind of like, and Sassy is going to be plucked right off her feet and start to surge through the air. I would like one of you to make me a dexterity save.
I will.
Okay, go ahead.
I rolled another 18, so that's
Another 18.
gonna
All right,
be-
Sassy,
hold
you're
on,
going to be
hold on.
lifted through the air and pulled up into the tornado. And as you do, you're going to
only
feel
22.
this feeling as Luthienne grabs you by your tail. The arrowhead tip of your tail is going to go right against the side of her palm and anchor it in place as if you're basically like an anchor with a ship, all right? And Luthienne, you're gonna like dig your heels into the ground and start being like slowly dragged toward the edge of the cliff as the tornado is going.
No.
All right, can I get a strength check from Isaac? And Isaac, roll with advantage because the dwarf is gonna grab you by the belt and go, "I've got you, laddie."
Okay.
Grab her
I'm
tight.
grabbing Luthienne.
Yeah.
With advantage is not good. I'll use my determination.
Okay.
So strength is 9, plus 4 is, plus 3 is 12.
12. Oh, you're gonna grab onto to Luthienne's jacket, but you're finding it hard to grab a good space. Win, what do you do?
Try and grab them as well.
Okay, go ahead and make me a strength check.
Oh no.
Goodness.
9.
9. Okay, so you're
Oh
trying
my
to grab
God.
Luthienne,
I'm
but the
not
two of you have
strong.
grabbed Luthienne's jacket and are just ripping the jacket. Luthienne, your heels are careening ever closer to that edge. I want you to make me one more strength check, Luthienne.
Strength check?
Strength check. I'll let you make it with advantage from the help from everybody.
Okay, I was about to say, can I give help? Yeah.
Yeah. And Sassy, you are going. "Whoa!"
Would I be able to cast something on myself?
What would you like to cast?
I would like to cast, I'm trying to figure out if enlarging or reducing would make it easier for me to fall
I don't think.
down.
Ooh. So. I feel.
Reducing would reduce my wind resistance, but then enlarging would increase my weight. So that's where I'm at in Robin's head. I don't know what Sassy would think.
I'm not sure there actually. So reduce
I flip
my
a
medium-
coin?
You can flip a coin, absolutely. Luthienne, what'd you get on that roll?
Whoop, I had media because I was like,
No, that's fair.
natural 20. I got 20 and a 17.
Okay. So,
So
what'd you
24.
roll, Sassy?
Sassy rolled reduce. So Sassy is going to cast enlarge reduce on herself, and she's gonna pop down to tiny
Okay.
tiefling.
Tiny tiefling size. So you're about this. You're basically like a plush doll that you would win at the Witchlight Carnival.
Yep.
Okay. So with that, there's going to be a as you are covered in a cloud of purple smoke for a minute and reduce down into about the size of a halfling, and. That's going to be all you need. That nat 20 is going to come right there, Luthienne.
Nice.
You're going to be able to like cradle her up against your chest, and like you're going to kind of be
Dodge
like,
out of the way.
yep. You're going to hit the
Yep.
ground and roll,
Yeah.
and
Throw myself. Throw us.
are you going to land
No.
in an anime in pose?
No, I was thinking more. I was thinking more of like a skid across the ground and like hit my back on the wall kind of thing.
Okay, sounds good. So there's no wall around here, so what it'll kind of be is
Oh,
you'll hit
right.
your, like on like a little bit of ridge, but you're going to
yeah.
be solidly on the ground, and like as your eye kind of rolls to the side, you're going to see that there's like a 400-foot sheer drop about 4 inches from you.
Right. We'll be more careful next time.
Oh,
I will be more careful next time.
thanks for grabbing onto me.
You're welcome. It was almost the last thing either of us ever did.
Yep. And then after roughly a minute, Sassy's just gonna go back to her normal size.
Right.
Oh, that was. I would have been a splat on the ground 400 feet down if it wasn't for you guys. Oh,
That was all Luthienne.
thanks, Luthienne.
Problem. All right. Now that my heart's back in the right place, let's go.
That one came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any rope on them? Perhaps we should tie together.
Sorry, I don't have any rope. I don't know what accent that was. Pardon me. I've got no rope myself. I've just got my sword. My
I have a
shield.
rope if you want to use it.
Would you mind?
Yeah, absolutely. She's gonna pass it to you.
Is it enough for me to tie everybody up?
50 feet? Yeah.
Yeah. it is
50 feet of rope, so
Yep.
I think you'd need about 5 feet a person, so you could tie 8 of you together.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll still hold-
Amadeur's waist is about this big.
Yeah.
Like he's about as svelte as a Coke
Right.
can, basically.
Wonderful.
Amazing.
Can I do a sleight of hand to make sure this doesn't
Yeah, absolutely.
done? Well, I rolled a 2, but that's a 16.
Oh my god,
Jeez.
right.
Insane.
So you start to do the wrong knot, and you're like, sailor slip knot. There we go. Ah, yes, the old. This is going to be useful when you go back. All right, now all tied together, you feel like these tornadoes will probably not come back. We'll find out. And you set off again into the mountainside. Ahead of you, you can see that you are nearing something of a lake in the distance. Some of the fingers of this mountain are stretching up kind of violently toward the sky. And as you are approaching that direction, you're going to see that in your way are 3 giant goats. These goats have silvery gray fur, wizened faces, and golden hourglass-shaped pupils that watch you closely with a strange, inquisitive nature that you're not used to seeing in these type of barnyard animals. They look at you, and along the side of the, like a 45-degree sheer mountain cliff side, they're just kind of like walking vertically along it. Yeah, every anime meme ever.
Sassy went back.
Thought you said you weren't a goat.
When
in
the
Rome-
moon obstructs the sun, one of them says in Elven.
Oh,
Creeping Lynn will come undone. The goat behind the first one will speak in Elven as well. Play to her passions. Stay on script. A cat, a horn, or a shadow ripped. And then in the back, you'll hear the smallest of the giant goats say in Elven, "The full scepter is the key." And then they sit and stare at you. Well, they stand and stare at you.
Could you repeat that? Sassy will say in Elven.
I don't think so. I think we get one shot at it.
The
Darn.
scepter.
Can Kelly repeat that so Christa can actually understand the
Yes,
words?
Kelly will repeat
Yes.
Thank you.
it. When the moon obstructs the sun, creeping Lynn will come undone.
Clear.
Play to her passions, stay on script. A cat, a horn, or a shadow ripped. The Fool's Scepter is the key, is the last one.
Okay.
Full scepter. Okay. I was like, what
That's what I
is a
thought.
full scepter?
The Fool's Scepter is the key.
Fool's
They stare and watch you.
Oh, good.
They're right
Sorry.
beside the path. Or are they?
They
like,
are. Pardon me. I didn't understand what you're saying. They are to the side of the path, so you can
like,
walk
is there
right
a chasm
past.
between us, or are they
Go.
touchable?
They're kind of like on the mountainside, like just standing vertically like mountain goats do. But each one of these is the size of like a large cow.
Oh.
Like they're giant goats.
Gotcha.
Like they're the size of Buicks.
Alright, but so close enough that I could touch them.
Yes. One of them
I'll
looks
just
at you and
clap.
goes, and opens its mouth.
Hi.
J-
Can I pet you?
I
Do
think
you
it
have
wants a
food?
snack.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wynn's gonna pat herself down and see if she has like some honey bread or something.
You do actually. One moment. Yeah, you have actually you have the best piece of honey bread in your like a full honey bun wrapped in wax, and as you hold it up, a small tornado will blow it out of your hand and into the chasm.
Oh, so sad.
I rolled for your luck. I got a 2.
Oh.
Can I make a dex check to catch it?
No, it's gone. It's gone.
Oh.
It's all the hag's fault. That was supposed to be honey bread.
I'm amazed at how much food you just randomly pull out of your bag.
We are
like-
particularly fond of root vegetables. The first one says in Elven.
Do I have any
Fruit,
turnips or?
vegetable,
I have.
Carrots?
I don't
Something.
have very many pockets, so I don't think I got any carrots.
I have a mushroom.
I think I already ate what I foraged,
The
so.
butterfly saddles.
Oh, right.
Anybody who chooses to can make me an insight roll right now if you think that you would
like
probably
to.
intuit something about the situation. That's kind of a vague question, but
I mean, maybe depends on how difficult that would be to intuit.
Oh, absolutely not.
18.
18?
22.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, so I'll give it to the two of you. So
That would
they,
be 17 if you think Wynn would put it together.
I think Wynn's probably already just wants to give them something. The other two of you are going to realize that technically they just gave you something. Whatever they rambled off, technically is a gift.
Yeah.
And they are starting to get impatient. The back one is starting to like stamp his feet a little, just like a little nervously. That you're not going to.
I'm gonna hand him the well, what was the butterfly? It was a mushroom, right?
It was a butterfly
saddle?
mushroom, yeah.
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 It was the mushroom that can be replaced equal parts for butter.
Yes.
Right.
The first one will go. "Hum."
Oh, I think I still have my witchlight candy.
Oh, that's good. Does it need to be food?
Food is preferred.
It is preferred. I just don't think I.
We're not
Huh?
picky.
I have a lemon drop candy.
Oh!
We will accept other gifts as well.
I have the unicorn horn candy. I'm gonna dump it into my hand and. Here you go.
The second one is going to devour your hand, not literally, but is going to. You're going to think for a minute because this big furry maw is going to go over your hand and is going to just suck it all off of your hand. And as it pulls away, there's going to be this goop stuck to it. You got
Get over
slimed, Luthienne.
Can I look through Wynn's hair?
All right, absolutely. While he's distracted, I'm going to wipe it on him.
As you do,
Thank you.
Can you make me a wisdom save?
Oh no!
Are you wiping it on me or the goat?
You?
On
Oh,
me.
never mind.
No, not the goat. Not the
Okay.
goat.
Yeah,
no,
no, on
Isaac.
me.
Sorry.
All right, never mind. My mistake.
Oh, okay. I was like,
So
I'm
Isaac, yeah, can you make me an investigation roll in Wynn's hair?
Sure. Ooh.
And is kind of patting through her bags, trying to see if she has anything.
Yeah, I'm currently trying to see if I have anything.
3.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a d20 to see how big the thing that you find is. Okay, you are going to find... You're gonna find 1d4 Werther's Originals. 2. You're gonna find 2 full Werther's Originals in her hair, and you remember... You remember you're feeling old now, because you could actually go for one of those right now, and I feel you're starting... Maybe it's that time you turned into an old man, but, like, this butterscotch seems like it'd be kind of nice right now.
Out of character.
Out of character,
bought a
yes, we're
bag
both
the
old
other
and we
day, and I just about bought them.
Do you remember
them so
where
much.
there's
They're so good.
We're all old. Anyway,
Win, just
My
hold
nana used to give them to me.
Win, hold on. Just stay still for a second, and
She'll
I'll
turn and look at you when you talk to her.
He'll chase her around. It's just this little circle that they're doing. And
we
we'll
will also accept gifts.
What are you doing?
hand over the 2 Werthers.
Slimed.
She'll turn back to Isaac and...
Of course.
Perfect.
Enjoy. We were blessed with the ability to hear prophecy.
Oh. Well, I mean, that sounds like it could be good, but also kind of bad.
You don't
Oh, is
want
it-
to know.
I'm sorry.
Tra la la. And they're gonna like gallop up the side of the mountain and away. But they're doing it all
I mean,
springy like. It's
that
kind of.
sounds pretty bad, right? Or bad.
Oh,
Isaac
dear.
desperately tries not to
She'll wait
laugh.
till the goats are gone before she does that.
Do you wait till the goats are gone?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
She's not that rude. She won't do it
Just behind their
in nobody's
back.
face.
Exactly.
I mean, she's not meaning to be rude. It's just kind of funny.
All right. So nearby, you can see that you're kind of in the center of everything, in the middle of Yawn right now. To your north, you see that there is there's a lake with a number of these fingers jutting out from it. These immense, almost like lava pipes, kind of like these conical structures that reach up to the sky, one of which suddenly blazes with light a good 400 feet from you. These tall structures are quite tall themselves, and as one of them bursts to light, you will see that it looks like there is a darkened figure climbing down it. To the south, you see that, by the way, in the center of these structures, you will see that there is a large lake. And to the south, you can see that there is another lake and a couple of other things nearby. As lightning strikes the distance, one of the nearby southern mountains, you can see that there is a full henge on top of the mountain, like a Stonehenge henge.
Oh.
Amadir will turn and look at you. Or not Amadir, Amador? Amador?
Sorry.
Amador.
Amador.
Wait, Amadir's your husband, right?
Amdir is my husband. I had
Amdir.
no idea it was going to be so close.
Amador.
Sorry.
Look, you can, if it is a problem, you can just call him Ami. Like mon ami.
Ah.
So, from here we have a choice. We can go to the fair beacons to the north, or we can go to the south. That is where we will find Lockbury Henge and the Briganock Mine. If you wish to meet with the Corrids, they will be to the south. However, if you wish to hasten to the Motherhorn, we can be there by what would be sunup.
I think it would be good to get as many allies as possible, so I'd vote for going to the south.
Also, We've been going for a while. We haven't really rested since the fight, and I'm all about out of use for magic, so I'm gonna need a sleep soon at some point.
Maybe we
That's a
could
good
find
point.
a cave.
Perhaps we can stay with the cords.
Oh, what,
Yeah.
what now?
Perhaps we could stay with the corrids, the fey creatures that might be
The
able to
iron
help us.
hair.
Yes. Then probably to the henge.
Yes.
Right.
Henges tend to be safe.
It is a bit of a trek, but we can reach there in probably a few hours. At the very least, there are places to camp there, I believe.
Good. I need a rest desperately.
And let us go. You begin to continue to the south, winding along the mountainous terrain as you do. And you continue to make your way, kind of winding in and out of the mountain range as you go. But
Quick-
as...
Sorry, quick question.
Yeah, of course.
Have we had a short rest at all?
I'd say that you could have. You can just say that you need a short rest right now.
Is everyone okay? Does everyone mind just taking a quick breather?
I'm sure. I'm fine. I really don't I can kind of stand watch. I don't get anything at this point from a short rest. For me, I'll need a long nap, but if
I
you
still
need
have a ton
short
of
rest-
damage, so
Yeah. No, go. Sassy
Cool.
will
Yeah, we'll
wait.
take 10 for the short rest.
Oh, are you still hurting, Isaac?
A little bit of a cramp, yeah.
Oh,
I rolled for trash on my hit
well,
die.
you should have.
Oh no.
It's okay. You're gonna get a long rest in a little bit, hopefully.
4, 6, 8, 10, 14. Okay, not bad.
Alright, yeah. I think we're a little bit better. Let's go.
You are as beautiful.
Isaac,
as the
Isaac,
days
Isaac,
long.
Isaac, look at me, look at me, look at me. Boop.
Duh!
Oh,
10 points.
Thank you. Perfect. It's almost
Punch
up
the health
to
right into him.
excellent. So that's
Can't
the way
win.
it
You'll
works.
mess up my mustache.
Oh, it's
I don't
looking
think that thing can move.
mighty strange, Isaac.
It's this
It does look
wax
different.
that Sir
Christa
Talavar?
can't remember. Thank you.
It's this wax Sir Talavar gave me. It's been somewhat helpful sometimes, but sometimes it does.
Sir
Yes.
Talavar, the pseudo dragon.
Yes, you know.
Yes.
I have met him when he visited my lady Zabinda. He was
Right.
quite a character. A great lover of wine, I remember. We had many boasting competitions. Very, very, very interesting man. Bit of a
He
brawl.
hasn't changed.
He is free.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
We were very worried about him when, it all went down.
We freed him. But one could say you're a spotted lion now, Isaac.
I mean, he kind of got away himself, but then he kind of got stuck in the basket of a hot air balloon. And we helped him from there.
We re-freed him. Freed him again.
Well, yeah, I think, Isaac, you don't need to worry. That wax, your mustache is not moving.
Then,
See?
I'm where
tweak
I
it
need
slightly.
to be, traveling with you. And of course, traveling with you, my dear. Radiant today, yes. Your stinger is particularly beautiful. I'm
Do
sorry.
we meet these people?
He continues to whisper to Paulinella. Gleam just kind of,
Has he been doing that for a while?
Yes, he was like that.
oh, like you've never been in love. He says, kind of with a little shy mutter. Like you've never been in love.
I'm only 19.
There's probably time.
What?
There's probably time.
I mean, I assumed as much.
Can I roll an insight check?
Yeah, I was
on
just gonna
Gleam?
ask
That's a
about
little-
that.
Sure. What are you inciting?
I want to know if it's Amador that she's talking about.
Yeah, exactly. I want to know if she has a thing for Amador.
Yeah, go
That's
ahead.
exactly my thought.
Go ahead.
Not great. 10.
10?
Only 18.
Only 18? No, she's not talking about Amador.
I wanted to insight the there's probably time part of it. I got 23.
23? Do you think she's just awkward as hell? But she is either hitting on... She either seems slightly interested in either Sassy or Win. You're not sure which one.
Okay. I'll keep my eye on that. Keep that to myself.
And Sassy, with your role, you're gonna get the sense that she might think that somebody's cute here, but it's not. She honestly seems like a little envious of the connection that he has with Paulinella. You probably would chalk it up to that, well, she's missing her twin, so that type of like pairing is kind of, you know, even though it's a romantic angle, is probably what she's feeling. Luthienne, that's definitely part of it, but she's willing to supplement.
Gotcha.
Maybe do a little bit of an eclipse dance, you know?
Oh, is that what they call it? Okay, okay.
That's what the kids are calling it.
No, not even
exactly.
remotely, but...
It is now.
All right. After taking a short rest underneath a cliffside, you will continue to the south. And there, as you are approaching this little lake that is at the base of the mountain that will take you up into what is referred to as Lockbury Henge, you will find a throne carved into the mountainside overlooking the southern reach. And there, this throne is built such that it looks out over the entire southern expanse of mist, climbing up these old craggy mountains. It's hewn directly from a boulder and etched with astronomical symbols. There's an inscription. Is someone approaching to investigate it?
I'm gonna have my lantern out.
Okay.
I'll join.
Lynn's gonna look around. She's not gonna make much sense of it, but she's still looking because she's curious.
As you approach, you're going to see that there is an inscription written in Elvish engraved at the seat of the throne.
Can I help Luthienne investigate?
Sure, you just have to look at it real quick. So there's no investigation required. The inscription reads in Elvish, "I am a traveler from a distant land. My name is Mazakoth, keeper of stars. Sit on my throne, disciple, and unravel." Anybody who wants to can make me an Arcana or History check.
Unravel. Oops. I'm trying to write it down. Okay. History.
Not great.
Oh, that's also not great. Could be better. Could be
I'm gonna
worse.
spend my determination to make that a 17 Arcana.
12.
12.
Oh, but I'll add my determination.
You had your determination, okay?
Yeah.
Is anyone using their inspiration?
I already used mine to
Should we
not
use yours?
die, but then roll the nat.
Yeah,
nat
you just
one.
get one ever, right?
You just get one unless I
yeah, that's what I
award
thought.
you one.
I've used mine.
Okay. What was the high roll?
17.
Okay. So you have one something good happens. I will spend it to give one of you a reroll.
You go.
Yeah? Okay.
You probably got a bigger bonus as well. It's just better
see.
luck.
All right, Sassy.
I've used all my good rolls.
Am I? Does my determination not carry over?
I'll allow it to carry over.
Okay, cool.
Go.
Oh, that was a
Does it
5.
sound good?
That was a 5 that I rolled.
Okay. The name Mazakoth does not register. It's okay. So he's a keeper of stars, or she, or they. The name like Mazakoth could be an it. Really, it could be a demon. But yeah.
Can I
That's
continue to investigate this area? Is there anything else?
no. It's just this throne. kind of looking out over the expanse, and on it you can see that, like, it doesn't have like a telescope or anything, but it's a lovely view.
I'm gonna set down Squirt.
Would you like me to carry
Please.
him? Gleam will say.
Yes, thank you.
It's the least I can do. She'll pick it up. Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Squirt. I'm Gleam. Yeah, I heard. Nobody said hi to me, though. Kind of rude.
Isaac, are you going to...
Yep.
Okay, hold on a second, Isaac. Come here for a second. And she's gonna kind of give him a little boop on the snoot. And I'm gonna use my last, I'm gonna convert my only third level spell slot that I have left. My only spell slot I have left to give you, translate that into points to give you, my ward. So allow you to have, sorry, I've got, this is a brand new thing I literally got.
That's totally fine.
This level. So you are going to get, equal D8 equal the number of sorcery points spent. Okay, so 3d8s, you're warded, and when you create damage, you can expend a number of those dice to reduce the damage on that. So you have
Nice.
3d8s on that now.
Awesome.
That's
I'm
pretty
gonna
great.
leave
I'm-
Okay, so it's
I'm
damage.
officially out of everything now. I can do nothing but cantrips.
Okay. So, Isaac, do you sit on the throne?
I am going to look for traps first.
Sure. Please make me an investigation check.
Wonderful. That's a little better. 20. Dirty 20.
There is not a single trap here. Just this cool-ass throne.
Oh, it would have been so much easier. And he'll sit back.
You don't have to. You don't have to touch everything.
So, as you sit down,
Wind's rubbing off on me.
it's a cold chair, and you're gonna feel like the cold starts to like leach into you, as it does if you sit against cold stone. And to be honest, that short rest wasn't enough. As you sit down, you're gonna start to feel kind of drowsy.
Isaac, are you okay?
Yeah, I need a nap here.
He's just gonna kind of lean back and shut his eyes. He's coherent. He's just drowsy.
Gonna listen on the wind, see if anything else happens.
Isaac, did you get sleepy when you sat down on the throne?
Trying to have a little cat nap and worry the hell out of us?
Yeah.
Why can't it be both? Very good at making people worry about me.
It's clearly.
Yeah, why don't you come off
Well, I
the
mean,
throne
that's
and
because
see
we
if you're
care
still
about you,
tired?
Isaac.
I'll try to stand up.
Okay. Has that been 1 minute, you think? I feel like that's been about exactly 1 minute.
Probably exactly a minute.
Probably a
As
minute.
you go to sit up, Isaac, you will feel yourself like start to stand. Everyone is going to see Isaac's body sag against the throne as he kind of like starts to and then goes and falls asleep in the chair, kind of with his eyes wide open. Isaac, you're going to stand out of the chair and suddenly feel yourself rise into the sky and sail, shot through the heavens, through the void of space. Your spirit flies into the darkness. Where? We'll find out after we come back from this quick break.
Isaac!
Ha ha ha! Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back. Hello, everyone.
Oh,
Ah,
bye.
that's the
Sorry.
wrong one.
What did you
Sorry, I
do?
was- I,
All right,
I
is
tried to
everyone back?
press mute.
Oh no.
All right, so hello, everybody.
Not
Welcome. This is the part
alone.
of the program where we talk to the chat. Welcome. We're going to do about 10 minutes of chat talk. I wanted to say real quick, thanks to everybody who came out the last couple of days to support us for doing Wava. That was like a 12-day straight stream with the Wava ones. It was a busy freaking week. So if we seem a little sleepy tonight, it's because we are. Everyone except Caitlin's not very sleepy. Caitlan, you got
I'm
like
okay.
you got 4 hours of sleep last night?
Oh, this morning after my night shift.
Oh, that's great. Was
Yeah,
it
I
a good
went-
4
well,
hours?
no. It was great. I went to sleep at 9 o'clock straight until 1:30 in the afternoon. So it was like 4.5 hours even. Four and
doesn't-
some change.
That doesn't sound like that doesn't sound like much, but like when you're used to night
Well, it's
shifts,
actually-
pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty decent.
Yeah, when I was
Sometimes
doing
I call
night
'cause, like, I
shift,
got 2
4
hours of sleep. And I was like, wow.
The night shift is weird, man. Like I remember that for Harvest, and it's like, oh yeah, when you get 4 hours, that's a long sleep, and you
Yep.
still feel good for like the next 12 hours of like
Yeah.
hard, intense, like physical labor. It's just like, I'm great. 4 hours of sleep, I'm great.
The same
Hell
with
yeah.
grad school. Like, and same with convention life. I always find
Yep.
that the first night with like less than 4 hours of sleep is fine, but that second night,
Yeah.
right? That's like getting hit by a wrecking ball.
Well, it's the first.
Or when
That's
you do
fair.
the
It's
dry
fine.
grads
Oh my
Mm.
god, yes.
Yeah,
As the
Christine and I
catering
used to do those a
attendant.
lot.
and you are up all night dealing with stupid teenagers. And then you
Honestly,
go
the
home at
teenagers weren't as
6:30
dumb as the
a.m..
parents.
That tracks. Yep.
Depends on what school they came from.
This is true. We're not going to name
The rich
names.
kids were much worse.
Rich kids are always worse. Always.
The other
Unless
schools
there
were
are
much more polite
subscribers.
and much cleaner.
Yes. Hello. Hi.
Hi. You can buy me.
But
you
we're
can buy my
mature. But we're mature, so you shouldn't be. If you're kids, if you're rich kids, you shouldn't be watching.
life.
us,
16
right?
plus. 16 plus is fine.
Okay.
We have children. We have infant clothing in our stores.
That's true.
Oh, we do. We actually. Oh, we have people who have bought infant clothing. Thanks, Taryn.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
anyway,
predominantly
folks,
Taryn.
I just wanted to thank you for supporting Wava, and to say that so I've got our schedule up. You probably saw it. So right now, what is going to be happening with the near future is that we've got. So I'm going on vacation. I'm taking some time off to like work on personal projects and finish up a book that I am working on that I can't tell anybody anything else about. So I'm taking time off from the 11th to the 18th. And then some other people on the channel are taking a vacation like as of the 17th or 18th. So there's kind of like a crossover. So what's going to happen is we've got 2 episodes of Witchlight, including tonight, and we've got 2 episodes of Netherdeep, and then we're going to be off for 2 weeks. However, from the 18th to the 23rd or 24th, there will be some like random games. Like there'll be some like one shots, and I'm doing some pre-recording of games because I can't not have some things to broadcast while I'm on vacation for y'all. So you'll have access to those. Patreon will have access to them first because Patreon. And we got some really cool stuff happening before then, though. I really encourage you all to come by and at least come and check out. I've got something very special that I've been working on for a long time. And because this is the last Friday before my vacation, pretty much, I'm releasing it Friday morning. So I hope you can come on at 9 a.m. Pacific time-ish, even if you're just at work, come check in on it. I think I'm going to simultaneously release it on YouTube. It's going to be kind of like a direction that I've been trying to get the channel going for a while, and I really hope that you come and enjoy it. It's going to be really cool, but I'm not going to tell you anything else because it is a surprise. Besides that, how y'all doing? Good?
I'm
You're all
doing
good?
okay for all that I didn't sleep last night. I did the thing where I was like, well, I've only been lying here for like 30 minutes. Look over. Oh, it's 2 a.m.
So I
Oh,
did
it's
want to
3
say
a.m.
there are a couple of other things. So we're now affiliates for 2 things now, and we're working on a third one that we'll announce in a bit. We are affiliates for the hell's the first one? We're friends with Norse Foundry, so you can get a discount when you go through them. We don't get any cut of that. But we are official affiliates with Bones Coffee now.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
So are you actually drinking Bones?
Oh, yeah, I have the Irish cream right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
I just ordered 7 bags of coffee the other night because I found a 40% off code. Right.
Nice.
I love this stuff. They have the best flavored coffee in the world.
So
And
good.
if you're using a diet that like restricts your sugar, that's how back when I was on like really hardcore like ketogenic diet, like I lived off of flavored coffee. And Bones was the best coffee I'd ever had. It's expensive to get in Canada, but if you're in the States, it's pretty cheap. So
Yeah,
check out Bones.
they get some friends together that all drink coffee. It's what we do.
Yeah, it's true. We run off
That's
of
how
it.
I got on it.
Yeah.
And you can ask me in the
Now it's the
Discord what the
best.
good ones are. The strawberry cheesecake coffee is the best. It actually tastes of strawberries and graham cracker. It's ridiculous.
It also
I
smells
know
really
you're not a
good.
fan of it, but I actually really like the salted caramel.
It's a little strong for me. By the way, if anybody wants their mystery flavor is not my favorite. It's like chocolate pumpkin pecan. I have a spare bag if anybody wants it.
Interesting.
I'm not going to
Interesting.
use it, but I have a French toast bag, and their French toast one is amazing.
Yeah. Have you done French toast? I know you don't do a lot of sugar, but do you do French toast with some maple syrup in it as a sweetener?
No, because I
Wow,
don't
that
use
sounds
sugar.
good.
I don't use sugar in my daily
Oh, that's
life.
what I thought. See, I love that. Things have to have sugar in them for me to consume them.
Fair. Well, we
So-
use monk fruit around this house, which is pretty good. You should definitely go, and if you're gonna buy it anyway, you can save 10%, I
that's what
think,
you said. Yeah.
by using code Dorktails, and then we get a kickback. So cool. If you're gonna buy the
Go
coffee
check
anyway.
out their TikTok because they're hilarious.
We were gonna do some TikToks for them potentially, but that's a lot of work. And then we're affiliates of one other place, aren't we? Oh no, that's it. So I need to ask y'all. I want to ask you honestly. So if you're watching this on YouTube later, please leave a comment. We have been approached by a certain company that shall remain nameless until a contract is signed to do affiliate work for them on Twitch. It is a meal delivery thing that is very big in the States, and you've seen,
Every
se-
podcast.
every podcast, every YouTube series that I watch has ads from them, and it's just like, it's something that we would do to like help fund the channel, basically. But I don't want to piss anybody off by running ads and doing like hey, I got my meal kit today and I can have chicken. Right? I can choose chicken. Right? Like, I don't want to piss anybody off. I don't want to drive away like people from the channel, but at the same point, if they're like, yeah, here, I have like $500 for getting people to sign up. So basically what I'm asking is, A, are you going to be mad if we do some ads that people will give us money for? And B, the thing about these affiliates is Dorktails only gets money if people use them. So truth, here's a trick for the majority of these YouTube people that you see who have like, use my code and link, they only get paid if you use that code. So they get a percentage. I'm not going to waste my time with this meal kit company if people aren't going to do it. Because I actually, the way that it's worded, how much can I give away? There's a quota before there's an entry level for when you get any money at all. So if y'all are interested in getting meal kits anyway, and are like, oh yeah, I'll sign up for it, or I've been meaning to sign up for it for a while, let me know. Because if we get enough people who are like, yeah, I was going to do it anyway, you might as well use our code. But I don't want anybody to like throw their money at something just to support us. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like if you're going to the store anyway, get me a Coke type of thing. But like,
Yeah.
I don't want I'd rather just tell you to go to the Patreon at that point and be like, hey, go to patreon.com/dorktales, support the channel directly, throw $5 at me rather than sign up for like a $500 meal kit for a year's worth of chicken and rice delivered to your house, which could be delicious. I don't know. I live in Canada. The shipping's too expensive.
So I've used those are available in Canada. I use the one
I
that
bet
we've been
you-
offered.
They use there's one up
I've
here
used
that
many of there's 4. I've used
There's
all
a
of them.
few.
Yeah.
All the big ones are available in Canada. The shipping's no
Mhm.
different. And,
Oh,
and
really?
honestly, like they're more expensive than groceries, but they're no more expensive than eating out, and they're just as good and very easy to make. I haven't had a single one that has been like awful or like was hard to do.
Mhm.
And honestly, I just like, yeah, sure, you pay for the things, but now it's like I have incredibly beautiful detailed instructions for these delicious dishes.
So one thing that's very interesting, I was watching an Adam Ragusa video, who's a YouTuber I really like who does cooking recipes, and he was talking about the environmental impact of going to the grocery store or using meal delivery kits. And because of the lack of food waste that comes with meal delivery kits, they are actually apparently on par or better than going to the grocery store yourself.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting to
Interesting.
me because you'd think
They're-
that shipping is bad for that, right?
Well,
Mhm.
they often source local, most of them, so they don't ship much. It's normally like they have more like they probably have somewhere in Vancouver that ships, and they work
Hmm.
their shipping pretty nice. There's actually one, I don't know, I can't remember which one it is, but they actually don't. They even got rid of their packaging waste because they actually
Oh, that's really
send
cool.
you plastic containers with everything, and then when you get your next week, you send that back.
By the way, thank you everybody who came out and watched Call of the Netherdeep last week. I am
Yeah.
really happy to say that Call of the Netherdeep episode 1 has been incredibly popular, even though it was a little shorter than we intended, which will not happen this week because our tech was going to work flawlessly. It was, you know what I love? I was
Knock on wood.
actually, so I was really excited, Krista, when your internet broke. So what happened? Krista's router, like her internet kit died.
Yeah.
And I was really excited by this for the rule of games. And you know what that rule is? Or the
Bad
rule of
goes
dress
bad.
state?
rehearsal.
What's that?
Ooh.
What'd you say?
What did you guys say?
Oh, I
Who's on-
said bad dress rehearsal means the
Yeah.
good performance.
Bad episode 1 means great episode 2 and 3. It always does.
Ah.
And episode
Oh, good.
if I nail episode 1, episode 2 is a lot of anxiety for me.
Mm,
Because I get stage fright before the beginning of any show. Like not if
Yeah.
tonight, not so much, but any episode 1, I'm like, oh God, I have to set the tone. However, if a factor outside of my control gums up the works, so if it's not my fault that something goes wrong in episode 1, I go into episode 2 like a freaking lion. It's great because I'm not afraid at all.
mhm.
And I also wanted to say real quick, Call of the Netherdeep, episode 1 on YouTube, has 3,396 views in 1 week.
Whoa.
Wow.
That is the
Insane.
fastest growth we have ever had.
Well,
I've got. We're
That's
looking at.
even that's what 4 days. That's not even a week.
Yeah, that's
Oh, you're
4
right because I uploaded on
days.
Thursday, so that's it's
Yeah.
getting 1,000
Yeah.
views, about 800 views a day.
Woof.
And for the
Wow.
actual play market, that's huge. That's
Yes.
huge, and you did that. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you guys.
You did it. I hope you liked our new tech. We were using Ping for that. We're using Zoom for this still because it's more stable. And yeah, thank you so much because it's a great game. We got a bunch of good stuff that's coming your way in the future. Trying to think of anything else that I need to announce.
We have an announcement at 75 patrons.
Yes, we do have an
We're gonna
announcement at
tell people
75
about it.
patrons. How many patrons do we have right now?
56 or something.
56? I'm going to go to Patreon.
That sounds about right.
Here, check that real quick. We're going to be heading back into game in about a minute, but you have 56 patrons, so we need, what is that, 19 more?
Yeah.
19 more patrons, and
Tell your friends.
we'll do an announcement for what's coming next. So, reminder that you can do the Patreon for as little as $1 a month.
Mhm.
I would recommend doing $2 a month because Patreon is trying to tell us not to do $1 a month anymore because apparently the processing fees going to be a lot of that. But I'm not gonna. So I'm like, but I don't want to restrict people because I kind of just want to like put people's names in the videos. I just like
Yeah.
having people there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, convince your role-playing party to watch Call of the Netherdeep. It's going to be fantastic. But yeah, join the Patreon. It supports the channel and makes me feel good. And because my other job's about to probably drop me because they're in financial hardship and I'm the artist, the fluffy writer guy. I'm probably going to be the first to go because I'm a contract worker. I'm screwed. So join the Patreon. And buy my books. My book's dropping soon, but I don't know when because
Nice.
Sam is being slow.
Oh.
So, crap, I need to get him a forward for that book. So yeah, buy my book. Buy my book. Buy my book. Yeah.
Just
Buy,
Yeah,
buy whatever you
exactly.
can afford. I always feel like a real jerk shilling, but I'm like, no, it's cool stuff. Buy it. The vampires. It'll be fun. It's cheap.
Vampires are cool
Bleh.
stuff.
and if you can't, share it with people that might want it. Like
Hmm.
It's true.
if you're here, you're a nerd, which means you probably have nerd friends, whether online or locally. So just share it with all your nerd friends.
It's true. So I'm trying to think the last important and the last important thing, we're still plotting this, but I'd like you to all join the Discord and come and tell me what events you want at Dorktales Expo 2022. In case you weren't around at the time, Dorktales Expo is a online convention last year that we ran. A lot of us are convention people. Like I've ran about 30 conventions myself, either been staff or the chair of.
That's where we met.
That's where we met. You used to work for me, technically,
I
which is
did.
weird. So I started when I was like 18. It was weird. But I've ran a ton of conventions, and we started to do an online convention because the local conventions around us were canceled for a mysterious reason. So we decided, we had 3 weeks. We put one together. It was a lot of fun doing like panels on voice acting, costuming, makeup, all that stuff. So we're doing another one this year. It's going to be 3 days long. It's going to have, last year was 14 events in 2 days. This year is going to be like probably 20. Ish. So it's going to be a fundraiser for the channel to help us buy more good equipment, to upgrade our cameras, to buy props and costuming stuff, to give Christa a budget to do costuming stuff because she's going to make even better stuff for future games. It's
because
optional.
More than half of the costumes you are seeing on this screen were made from curtains.
It's
Just
curtains
like a
for you.
tablecloth.
And
Amazing.
tablecloths, yeah.
So
Cheap tablecloth.
But
Yes.
even if you can't afford to like donate anything, just come and watch. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But I could use help figuring out what type of things you want. So we will have panels on like exclusivity and role playing, or inclusivity, not exclusivity. Exclusively role-playing D&D. That's it. No, actually, I'm going to have the opposite panel. I'm going to have a panel about running other games besides D&D. And if you like D&D, what game you should play besides D&D. Stuff like that. It's going to be a lot of fun. So join the Discord. Tell us what you actually want. I guess besides that, I think it's time for us to head back at a game because I said 10 minutes and it's been 20. Because that's the way this works. Yeah.
We're dealing with time travel and Doctor Strange and
Who are you?
exactly many
Oh my
doctors.
god.
All
I'm so
right.
excited for the movie.
Oh, it's going to be so good. It's going to be so
I'm
good.
gonna shut up though because they're just so excited, man.
It's so excited. I'm so excited too. We're going to have to go watch it. Wait, what day does that come out? The 4th? The 5th?
The
6th?
6th. So I want to see whenever the first showing is.
Yeah, so long as everybody's... Yeah. All right, so folks, let's head back into Wild, Beyond the Witchlight, here on Dork Tales. The world swirls past your eyes, Isaac. You're unaware of your surroundings as the dream takes you. You find yourself hurtling through space, ever onward. Stars rip past you, streaking, strobing past you like comets. You make your way further and further into the blackness of space, toward a faraway, dead star. Suddenly, you streak down to its surface. And then, right as you think you're going to hit the ground like a meteor, your descent slows, like a feather, and you drift weightlessly to the surface of this cold, dead star. A voice echoes all around you, speaking Elven to you. You have unraveled. You have been unmade. Among the stars, your soul doth wade. Drenched forever in darkened light, I grant to you Mazakoth's insight. Meanwhile, back at Isaac's body, Isaac just sits there, his eyes wide.
Isaac.
Do we move him? It's been like 10 minutes.
I'm not sure what's wise in this scenario.
Can I do a medicine check on Isaac to see if he's dead?
Absolutely, yes you may.
18.
He's not
Feel
dead.
his pulse.
His pulse is actually beating very strong. He appears to be in some type of trance.
Oh.
And he's getting more and more panicked about how hard she's poking Isaac.
He's in a trance.
Oh.
Well, he didn't
think
do it
he's-
deliberately.
We should probably make our way out of here. Here, hold on.
Well, not without him.
I'm not,
Not
leaving
without him at all.
Isaac.
What are you doing?
I'm not going to leave him behind. Elkhorn
Do you think
wraps
we
an
can
arm
remove
under his
him?
leg. Sorry?
Oh, okay.
Okay, but do you think we can remove him from this throne?
I'm about to find out. And he heps him up onto his back. Let me make a strength roll for Elkhorn. That's a 12. Crap! He's very heavy. Help! He starts to teeter toward the edge of the cliff.
Win will try.
Okay.
Elkhorn has a strength of 9. I don't know why they decided to build him this way. Okay. Oh, I'm stable. Alright, if you... Maybe I'll get his legs, and someone else gets him under the arms, who's maybe a little taller.
I will try. I'm not very strong
sure.
myself. Maybe Luthienne?
Yeah, I can do my best. Grab his arms, I guess? I think I'm tallest.
You grab one arm, I'll grab the other.
Sure.
Alright, so Elkhorn is going to hook both of Isaac's legs around his chest like a backpack, and is gonna, like, grab them both by the meaty, furry ankles. Okay. Alright. Toward the hinge.
Isaac's like
Alright.
275 pounds.
Oh my god, I need a strength athletics check from everybody.
Yeah, alright.
That is a... Elkhorn is going to get a 10. That's all he needed. Good.
17.
17?
16.
Alright, and slowly but surely, you are going to be able to start marching up the henge. Sassy, what are you doing?
I guess Sassy's probably trying to keep an eye out for everyone and try and guide them up, because I'm sure, like, it's harder to see when they're all carrying a lion, so I think Sassy's kind of ahead trying to guide them up the hinge.
Make me a perception roll.
Okay. Ooh, okay, 24.
In the distance, down by where you met the goats, you are going to see some, as you're climbing the side of the mountain, there's going to be a soft tremble in the ground. Barely imperceptible. Barely perceptible. And you're going to see little pebbles and sand and dust begin to kind of migrate downward. Just... And then in the distance, you'll start to notice this boom. 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 As you turn to peek, a bit of the cloud cover will shift aside. And a good half-mile away from you, you will see the enormous head of a cyclops looming over one of the mountains, heading to the southeast. It is incredibly large and is wearing a full hooded veil, kind of built into like a straw hat to protect his eyes. And you can see that he's walking with this two-pronged staff with a giant basket. No, that's a beehive on the end of a stick. He starts looking.
So we're trying to go more south.
You're
west.
from where you are, you're going kind of northwest. Here you kind of had to dip around and then bounce up, like a check
Okay.
mark. And he's kind of like migrating, just kind of ambling around the, say, like the waist of Yon. If the Yon were a body, you're kind of headed toward one of the knees or the hips, and he's kind of
Okay.
meandering around the waist of it.
Okay. You gotta be careful.
I'm not very dexterous carrying him, but
No.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, we'll just try not make much noise. We'll try not to cast any large spells or anything that'll... Maybe try not to shoot your gun unless you have to. We don't want this Cyclops finding us.
Yeah, alright.
Alright, let's try to be quiet then. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Oh, he's heavy. Alright, everyone make me a stealth roll. If you are carrying Isaac, I want you to do it. If you are not carrying Isaac, you are far enough away that you can roll advantage. If you are carrying Isaac, you have to roll flat. That's a nat 20 from the dwarf.
Nice.
I rolled a 19, so that's 26.
I rolled a 15.
I rolled a 16. Oh, stealth is actually +4, so that's a dirty 20.
Alright, sounds good. As you carry Isaac up the side of this immense...
Oh, gosh.
This immense, kind of, not an atoll, what am I thinking of? Plateau. This immense plateaued mountain area. You crest the rise with him. It's been quite the trek. Avoiding the Cyclops, going back and forth, moving around as best you can, pausing and hiding. It's been damn near an hour. And as you crest the top of the hill and finally reach near the base of this henge, Isaac, your eyes are going to flick back open. And do me a favor. Or pardon me, you're going to blink and clear your eyes, which have been open the entire time. I would like to know, which of the following skills do you not have? Arcana, Deception, History, Insight, Intimidation, or Survival?
Ooh, I think the only one I have Deception.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it.
Cool. Pick one of the others. You now have it. So Arcana, History, Insight, Intimidation, or Survival?
History. Or no. Yeah, History.
Okay. You now are proficient in History. You
Alright.
are going to suddenly awaken having a long memory from whatever happened to you right there. As well, you are going to retroactively succeed your history check and remember that Mazakoth was an elf and celebrated astronomer who claimed to hail from a black star at the edge of night. You have his history knowledge in your brain now.
Oh. To be from Black Star.
So you are going
fast. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. So you're being like lowered to the ground.
What is... Where
Oh, now
what's
he's
happening?
awake.
Isaac, you're alive! Wynn's just gonna like tackle, choke you.
Just kind of pat her on the back.
Why didn't you just leave me in the chair?
You have to keep going,
You have to
Isaac.
go.
I thought we were gonna rest. That was the whole point, wasn't it?
At the Stonehenge,
It's
where
been
we
like
are
an
now.
hour, Isaac.
No, man. Left behind. Oh, I'm exhausted.
We didn't know how long it was going to take. We couldn't be there for, weeks.
Appreciate it, thank you. Here, I'll do the same for you, Elkhorn. Hop on.
And he'll kind of duck down in front of him.
I couldn't possibly. You're.
Elkhorn.
How heavy is Elkhorn? Let's find out. You know what? I'm gonna do a dwarf weight, height and weight. Let's find out.
Wonderful. I do have a strength of 16. So
You have a strength of 16?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna look it up because I can never. I need to tab this really because it's my favorite. It's my favorite chart. So
It's a very good chart.
It's so good. Here we go. I'm gonna tab it real quick. One sec. I have so many tabs from the dollar store. If you couldn't tell. So mountain dwarf. I think he's a mountain dwarf. I'm not gonna check. They're all mountain dwarves in my opinion. So he is. We'll say solidly that he is. Like an average number on that. So he is 4'5" and heavy. So that is. He's about 200 pounds.
Okay.
So he's definitely
like
heavy to
massive.
carry, but strength 16, you can manage it.
Carry strength score multiplied by 15.
Yeah, so that's about 300 pounds. Or no,
It sounds
16. It's 160, 100, 240 pounds that you can carry.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. And as you take a couple of steps and you hear over your shoulder, "Oh. We're here. You got off easy." And in front of you, atop a boulder-strewn plateau, stands a circle of 8 megaliths. In the center of this henge, you'll see there is a small, checkered game board with stone playing pieces that rests on the ground near the dying embers of a campfire. What do you all do?
Someone's
Up
hiding
to the
from us.
board.
Sure.
I'm just gonna make her way over to the board with Luthienne.
All right, so taking a look at the board, it looks to be a game called Crowns. Anybody who wants to, who's looking down at it, can you make me an intelligence insight check? The two of you.
Okay.
Intelligence insight.
Intelligence. Oof.
They'll
Okay.
not win for sure.
So there are various board pieces. So you'll see that the playing pieces are made of 2 different types of stone. One set is made of shale, the other made of chalk. And sculpted are these tiny creatures. They kind of look like a cross between a dwarf, a hedgehog, and a satyr. As in, they look like the troll things from Frozen, but with satyr hooves.
Okay.
Like, I'm not even
Okay.
kidding. Look up what a Korred looks like. Korred.
Korred.
Yeah, they look
Oh,
like
yeah.
they're like hedgehogs with dwarf faces and satyr legs.
Yeah, you're right. They do look like the.
Oh yeah.
So, as you're looking at that, you'll see that there are many pieces. They're arranged in a pattern on the checkerboard. What did you get on your rolls?
17.
Oh.
16.
Both of you take a glance down, and after a quick appraisal, will understand that it looks like slate can beat chalk in a single move.
Sassy's gonna look at Luthienne and complete the move.
Yeah.
You're going to hear a grinding of boulders, rocks rubbing together. And suddenly, nearby, you are going to see that that a Korred is going to emerge from one of the henge stones nearby, laughing and cheering. Yoo-hoo! In your face! It will say in Sylvan. And
Hello.
a second one will emerge from a nearby stone and starts grumping. Stupid game anyway. And starts like chewing on pebbles that they pick off the ground. I told you I was the best. I am the best that ever was at crowns. Ooh, and you're the worst. That's what that means there. Thank you for proving my point. Yeah, you got lucky. You got lucky. My queen.
Were you interfering?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Also, you didn't do the move. She did.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
with
saw
that-
the.
I just set it up,
I saw
and
it too,
you finished it. You got the assist. It's my win, really.
You know what? You did most of the work. I just slunk it in the basket or whatever sports.
Oh, so that was
metaphors
you.
Want to use?
You're Sylvan Strange. From where do
It's
you
a bit-
hail?
Elos.
Never heard of it. Well, I'm happy to have you here. My name is Argantel, Queen Argantel, Queen of the Courts, and you deserve a prize. By the law of hospitality, I need to give it to you. So, if you don't mind me right now, here you go. How's this for you? She picks up a rock.
That looks perfect. Thank you.
Perfect. And she'll pop it into her hand and start to grind it and squeeze it like she's rolling dough. And you're going to hear... and like little bits of dust are going to fall out. And she goes, here you go. And as she opens her hand, a glittering star sapphire is now in her hand that she has squeezed into it with the force of immense pressure.
Oh, thank you so much. That is beautiful.
Oh, it's
Also,
just
sorry my Sylvan's a bit rough. I don't use it much on the material plane.
Oh, the material plane. Honestly, for the material plane, it's quite impressive.
Oh, thank you.
You
I
just-
spent a lot of time studying.
I mean, we're all from the material plane.
We are.
You all speak Sylvan.
I do.
What are they saying? What are they saying?
They
Oh,
just
does
were
he not?
talking about us,
Oh,
the
you not.
game. I got this for doing the final move of the
Oh.
game. I'm impressed with our. Speaking of
They just
Sylvan,
gave you. I'll play for that. Do you know how much that's worth?
I think it was a one-time thing.
yeah.
Anybody wants to make me a intelligence? I'll say insight would work, and so would history to appraise that.
Oh,
Yeah,
well.
do it, Isaac. You got it. Int and history, please.
It's still only a +5.
Only a +5.
I got
I
a
rolled a 1.
19.
19. So, Isaac, you just won it. It's shiny.
I got a 15.
It's worth at least. It's probably worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh shit!
Holy shit.
Nice.
Yeah, Sassy's gonna tuck that into her jacket pocket.
Sassy, for the next 24 hours, that gemstone is going to function as a stone of good luck that does not require attunement.
Nice.
After that, it
Ooh.
is only a 1,000 gold piece gem.
Only a 1,000 gold. Okay. 24 hours. Stone of good.
Yeah, so you can look up what that means. It's pretty
I
great.
feel like Isaac Sylvan, his accent is Blink Dog,
That's fair.
because that's where he learned it.
Are you a blink lion?
That would be very awesome, but no, unfortunately, I just learned my Sylvan from a Blink Dog.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Well, anyway, it's nice to meet you all. Very, very pleased to do that. My name, as I said before, is, well, you can just call me the Queen, but Queen Argantel. I hope that present's good enough for you. Nice to meet you. And she thrusts a little knobby-fingered hand at you. A hand that was strong enough to grind a rock into a gem. Offers
Queen
to
will
shake your
very-
hand. Okay.
Very, like, happily offer her hand back and be, oh, well,
Monarch
it's
to
lovely to
monarch.
meet you. I'm
make me a
Gwendolwyne
strength check.
Shafra.
Ooh.
18.
You know what? She is way stronger than you, but you put up a really good show enough that it's not like she's trying to
On the
grind the
wing.
bones in your hand together, but it's just that her hand is like a solid brick with smaller bricks coming off of it. It's like, oh,
Nice to meet ya.
I should have noticed. A fellow queen. Oh, it's so nice
It's
to meet
kind of
other...
new to me. I'm not used to it yet.
Oh, that's fine. Well, it's so nice to meet other queens around here. Are these your attendants?
Yes, and these traveling with us. This one's Sassy. That one's Luthienne.
Me
The
too.
tall one's Isaac.
Oh,
And we have
well,
another queen traveling with us too.
well then, and as that happens, the two Chorids are going to just suddenly just grind their teeth and start stamping their hooves as you hear the faint sound of pickaxes tapping on stone carried to you on the wind. Queen Argantel runs over to a boulder, picks it up, and hurls it 100 feet in the direction of the noise to the west while she screams, "Death to the Brigand Oaks!" A peal
what?
of thunder accompanies her display of anger. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Ooh, are you alright?
Damn Brigand Oaks! The Brigand Oaks are helping Bitterend build a wicked contraption. All of her wicked contraptions. They also hide and they guard schematic diagrams for new ones in their mine. Oh, I hate them. I can't stand the noise. None of us can, right, Jagu? Can't stand them at all.
So
Can't
the
stand
help in
the
the
constant
head?
mining.
Well, we're trying to take down the hag.
Maybe we can work together.
Would you? Would you really?
Happy to. We'd be happy to.
Well, I think our end goal is all the same.
So you'd help me take down the Briganox?
Well, I mean, if they're doing stuff that's helping the hag, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
We really want to kind of spoke her wheel just a little bit.
I
I
don't
mean,
know
the
what
end game is to free the Fae Queen. Would you help us?
I think I probably could. Hold on.
I think us queens have to stick together, right?
Yeah.
So that means helping the Fae Queen.
It's good. So we can't stand the sound of the mining noise. So what we did is we crafted statues and left them outside the mine's entrance that look like cords, hoping to frighten them into leaving. Hasn't worked yet, but it will. It will. Besides that, we've got some Gelabdur. We got one that's working for us, that's infiltrated the mine and has overheard several of the Briganox talking about a secret tunnel that connects the mine to the Motherhorn. Apparently it's hidden by Briganox magic. But that gives me an idea. A very good idea. But if you're going to help us, that's great. If you're going to help us, then that means... So they begin to drum on the ground like... And as they do, you're seeing like a ton of other Chorids begin to roll out of the rocks. They begin to join in what appears to be some type of ceremonial dance. They drum on boulders, others stomp their feet and jump around. The rain that's obscuring this area abates, and the sky lightens for the first time that you have seen at all. With a wild grin and wilder hair, the dancing Chorids kind of go and beckon you to join them.
Alright.
Okay.
Do you?
Yeah, Sassy will
Sure.
start drumming.
Okay. Do you,
Awkwardly.
okay. Anybody who joins them in the dance can make me a strength, athletics, or charisma performance roll.
Yes, I will do charisma
Yes,
performance. I got
You'd
charisma.
think
I
Isaac
am-
would do strength, but he's going to do charisma.
I'm the same at both.
19
So...
for charisma performance.
Oh, you know what? Charisma performance too.
23 for charisma performance.
17 charisma performance.
22
Tried.
charisma performance.
You know what? The dwarf will try to join too. 17.
Yeah, 17 buddies.
All right, so joining in, you are going to dance around, and you are going to dance around and join them, and they're going to teach you a special little jig. Now, as they're jumping around, they have these like hooves like goats, and are going... doing kind of like a river dance, Irish gig dancing with you, and they're going to teach you a special gig.
A gig or a jig?
A jig?
A jig, not a gig. The gig is going to teach you a jig. And as you are doing that, you are all going to be taught a jig that allows you to spend an action to manipulate any Chorid hair that you come across that is not attached to a living Chorid. Mind you, their hair is like iron. You will know that this is what it does. They'll explain it to you. They won't explain anything about it that makes it useful. For now. I feel like that's a gap in the narrative, but we're gonna run with it.
Well, I mean, we need I guess, could we forge it into a thing? Oh wait, no, I found an iron fingernail. That we don't need one. Sassy has
fair.
one on her finger. Right, that's right, Notes. Good job, Notes.
I mean, if you can
Aha.
make it do whatever, then maybe we could use it, like, could we make it bend or something to, like, hold a door closed, or
I'm sure we will know
maybe
when
something
we come
useful
across
like
a moment.
that?
I mean, you might be able to. It depends what you could be able to use it for. There are a lot of... When the dance finally subsides and you all are slightly exhausted from the effort.
Well, that was fun.
The jig is quite powerful. It allows you to control Chorid hair, which kind of hangs around the mountain sometimes like tumbleweeds.
Okay.
Interesting.
I know that many of our people have been used and exploited by Bitter End to basically to supply materials. Our hair is very valuable, you see, and very beautiful and luxurious.
Very much so. Like, very luxurious. It's been a long time since I danced like that, so thank you. It was really fun.
Well, we should soon head to the mines. But y'all look a wee bit tired, especially the dwarf there. What's she saying to me? What's she saying to me?
She says you look tired.
Oh, she's not wrong.
Both.
Yeah, I am exhausted. I magically can do nothing. Like, I'm so spent, I need to rest myself.
Well,
Do you have anywhere we could sleep for the night?
the problem with that is that most of us normally just, a lot of us sleep inside of the stones themselves. But,
Having nearby? Or an overhang even? Somewhere we could get out of the wind?
Aye, actually, there is a place around here you probably could. Well, the dance will probably keep the storm from up here for a while. You're welcome to camp up here. The fire will keep you warm, and inside of the hedge ring, it actually is not very windy. Do you have tents on you?
No.
I do not.
We were a little unprepared when we got thrown into the Feywild.
Mm-hmm.
Now we kind of went to the carnival, and then all of a sudden, boom.
I see. All right.
Is it that bad we couldn't sleep under the stars?
No, but I mean, you fleshier folk tend to be a bit more fragile. I suppose it'd be fine. Aye, it should be good. It should be good.
If we keep the fire close, I'm a tiefling, so I run a little hot. So if we all try and share a sleeping bag, I can probably keep most of us warm.
All right. Well, you're welcome to it. Tell you what, if you're going to go help out the mine, then we're fast allies. Some of my men will keep watch on you while you sleep, so that you don't have to worry about it. If you'd like.
Oh, thank
From
you.
my solemn vow from one monarch to another.
Awful kind.
What's she saying?
They're gonna keep watch for us.
Oh, good. I want to take a nap anyway.
Also, I have a question. Would you guys be willing to potentially help us try and take down one of those lightning rods at some point? They're powering the Hag's theater, and that would really ruin her day.
The roads.
I'm sure.
If you take down the Corrids, and you plan to oust Bitter End from yon, be happy to. We probably couldn't get all of them, but we could get some of them for sure. Now here's the question. Do you plan on going straight to Motherhorn from the mines? It's probably safer. You'd be able to bypass most of yon to do it.
I think we were trying to gather a few more allies in Yon first.
Oh, you want the elfy prince, don't you?
No, not in particular.
Oh, sorry.
Didn't
I just thought beautiful elven maiden would probably want a handsome elven prince.
Oh, maybe perhaps another one, but
Oh, I mean, do you want two? Oh, that's greedy, girl, but I like it. I want a bit of a harem myself.
Careful, I'm trying to whisper. She's a widow.
we were just trying to gather some allies.
Well, the prince is, I don't know how much of an ally he'd be. We've seen him. He's a weird one. Spends all of his time for months now just climbing up and down the fingers. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Lighting the
Wonder
sconces
why.
at the top of the pillars. I don't know why.
Maybe he knows something we don't.
Yes.
He's trying to light all of them, but he seems to have some problems. They
Well,
never
with the
stay
mine.
lit.
And we could always try and go a little ways at least. And if we run into too much trouble, then we come back and go through the mine.
I think that's a good idea.
Now, just a quick clarification for Christa. The theater is somewhere completely different, correct?
The theater is in the Motherhorn.
Is in the Motherhorn.
Yeah.
Okay,
So Endolin has a theater.
got it.
Yeah, it's dope as hell, actually.
Okay.
You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. This is actually I gotta pop out of character for 1 sec and just say, like, I really am missing Hayden for this, because the thing in the theater is such a Hayden thing that I was really looking forward to it for several chapters, and then we lost them. Was like,
Aw.
they're leaving right before the damn.
Yeah. A little map talk. Is I'm not quite sure. I see two big things on the map. Which one is the horn?
So
Motherhorn?
Motherhorn is the
In the north.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It kind of looks like an amphitheater.
Okay, so that was my confusion. I thought Motherhorn was the thing in the south.
Here, hold
Yeah,
on. Let
me
me help with
too.
this. Whoosh.
Beautiful. Okay, cool.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Oh.
I thought that the Motherhorn was
Perfect.
staying in the south, and then it looked like a theater on the map in the north, and so I was like, oh well, that's weird that it's so separate. But okay.
Here, let me help
Okay.
it. So hold on 1 sec. I'll pop it over so that people can see.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. I thought the mines were way closer to the Motherhorn. which
So
was
I won't leave us on here for
okay.
long, but y'all came in kind of over on that bridge, and then traveled kind of down around the beacons,
Oh.
and you're up here on the
Okay.
henge now.
Okay.
And yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna swap us back.
That's fair. Thank you. I appreciate that. Just clarification for myself.
No,
I
thank you, Krista,
forgot.
'cause
I
was
forgot they were on the
also
GM layer,
confused.
not the
Okay.
PC layer.
That's which is fair.
Mhm.
I think like these maps have been so beautiful, but they are a little confusing. At
Yeah.
times.
They're designed to be.
Sometimes.
They're-
Yes,
right.
understandable.
Oh, that
So-
makes sense.
I'm
but-
hoping the Netherdeep ones are easier to navigate, because we'll be using them a lot more. Because
Yeah.
oh, Krista, by the way, I need those figures, the minis.
Oh
if you-
right, yes, yeah, I can do those
So
tonight.
if you can do those tonight, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's hop back in the
Oh
game.
no, I can't. I don't have my laptop. I'll do them first thing tomorrow morning.
First thing tomorrow sounds great. All right.
Yes. I'm just gonna check in with the queen.
This tunnel goes directly to Motherhorn. It doesn't go perhaps up into the Fey Beacons.
Not that I know of. It may. I doubt it though.
Perhaps we best go topside then.
Yeah, might be best.
It was a backup,
We'll
right?
back if we run into too much difficulty.
What you saying?
Mm-hmm.
We're-
That the tunnel would just take us straight to the Motherhorn.
Ah.
Do you happen to
Um,
speak
not go
common
through
at
the Fey
all?
Beacons.
Do you folks know common?
I don't speak common. Do any of you? No, I don't. Oh, I don't. I
Oh,
don't. I don't.
Dwarvish.
I know a few
Can
swear
we, for
words.
argument's sake, say that I'm translating
Yeah. Okay.
for Elkhorn? Okay. Just please.
Sorry, I thought it was funny.
That
No,
sounds
it is.
fun.
It is very funny.
I
Feel
like
free to
each of us have
continue.
like
Yeah.
taken a
Yeah, we've all taken a turn translating for
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just getting more terse.
Yeah.
Oh.
From
Finn's
here
just
on
sitting
out, I
it and
will
just talking to the queen.
continue to translate for Elkhorn. Forgot what I was gonna say.
Well, let's rest for tonight. Maybe perhaps we can come up with a better, precise decision in the morning.
Yes, if we clear the mines too and it takes a while, we can always potentially stay there for a rest as well. It's probably a bit more sheltered, so that could be used, or even do the mines and the Fey Beacons, and depending on how long it takes, we could go back to rest there, depends.
Yep.
And then take a shortcut up to the Motherhorn if needed. But yeah, I think it's pretty late, and
I
I'm
think
so tired.
I think that's a good plan.
Yeah. you should probably rest. We'll watch your back. Just be careful.
Be careful
I mean tomorrow. Be careful tomorrow. Sorry,
Oh,
that was a bit.
okay.
Ah, perfect. Was wondering what we should be careful of when
I
we're
was like,
resting.
what am I supposed to be worried about in the nighttime?
I suppose I could have said that a bit more artfully. I'm just distracted by thinking about the mines and how much I want those damn dirty creatures out of my
That's fine.
backyard. Briganox.
What are they like, Briganox?
They're big jerks, is what they are. They're actually let me look, because I actually haven't they don't have a photo, so let me just look that up real quick.
I'm not sure we're gonna actually
Oh,
get
you know
a
what they
neutral
kind of look
opinion
like?
from them.
They kind of look like what would happen if a gnome had a rat's face with kind of a star mole's nose.
Oh.
So if you Google Briganock, they're ugly as hell, but also kind of cute at the same time.
Oh, dude.
You're gonna
Oh.
get it when you see it.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
totally
see.
get that.
Oh, yeah.
They're ugly cute.
Oh, mole gremlins. Awesome.
Well,
Yeah, we'll, can we stoke the fire a little bit to get it a little...
yeah, absolutely. Actually, while you're doing that and having this fun conversation, you are going to see that that Elkhorn has already gone over there and started prepping the fire again.
Perfect.
Well, I'm good at one thing, and it's probably this.
It's much appreciated.
Oh, you're good at many things. Don't talk down to yourself like that.
Well, thank you very much. I should have this up and running before long, and then, well, it'll be nice and comfy up here.
Sassy will just slyly cast a little firebolt to give it a little help.
You know what? I'll take it.
Good job. Good job.
Alright, so, without further ado, I think it's probably time for us to take a nap.
I know they said they'd
napping.
keep a watch, but maybe we should still keep a watch.
Don't worry. I'll go ahead. Keep a watch. You'll get
I
some...
only need a bit to trance. I can keep a watch too.
Alright. Well,
You want to trade off?
I think that would be good. If anybody wants to stay up with me, I'd be happy to. But,
I'd be happy to,
could
Elkhorn.
aye?
Be happy to.
Alright, so the rest of you gather yourselves up and get some sleep. And, it's Elkhorn and Isaac up on first watch. As you're sitting there and watching just kind of the fire dance at the night, he kind of turns to you, running a comb through his long, very thick, kind of steel wool beard. It's just streaked with silver down through. It's absolutely clear that he's, in his twilight years. And he turns and... So where are you from? What brought you to the Feywild?
Isaac's going to be sitting brooding a little bit, playing with the dagger.
Was working at the Witchlight Carnival, and this lot
Oh.
showed up and got us sucked into a mirror.
That's
What about you?
fair. I used to be I am part of a party known as Valor's Call. Founded under the great Stormheart. Fantastic man. We, were committed to fighting evil wherever it rears its ugly head. Well, I've been with Strongheart for years. And, well, we've done a lot of good deeds, fought a lot of good fights. Never seems like we quite eradicate as much evil as we want, but, as long as I have strength in my bones, I'll keep going.
It's very valiant of you.
I think I just get bored. I mean, I'll retire someday. But when I do, I'll be about 6 feet in the ground. Or maybe under a cairn of rocks.
Preferably the latter.
I think I'd be partial to that, eh? Maybe a Viking funeral. Maybe under a cairn at the same time. Honestly, this being burned to ash on top of a mountain. It's funny. A few hundred years ago, when I was your age, presuming you seem pretty spry, I would look at stuff like this. I'd hear the elders talk about death. And it always seems so macabre. You know, so... And why are you talking about things like that? You know, you got plenty of time left. But the older you get, the more it just kind of becomes... just another part of it, you know? It's just another...
It really affects the people you leave behind.
And you want to be prepared for that, because you've got no control over it, but you do have control of protecting the ones you love. Leaving them with something good. And making sure that if someone's going to shed a tear for you, they might as well do it where there's a party nearby, you know? It sounds... I've lost a lot of friends over the years. But I haven't quite done all that I want to do. I've got a lot to teach the world still about what it means to really fight. To really look in the eyes of evil and say, hey, you beady shite. Take your best shot. I'm still standing. You've got that look in you. The runigling. What is that? It sounds familiar.
You're from the material plane originally?
Aye.
Yeah.
I'm from Greyhawk originally, but I get around.
Yeah. Especially if you're here.
This is an accident, actually.
Seems most people end up here by accident. And the runigling is, I made it up.
You made it up.
I did. It's not my family name, it's not where I'm from, it sounds good.
You know, it does sound good. What's your family
Got a good
name?
ring to it. Ronaldi.
Isaac Ronaldi of the Runigling. Aye. I've heard of the Runigling. Courageous warriors, right? They seem... I swear. I must have heard a story about them at some time. Tell me about the Runigling. Don't try to lie to me and tell me they don't exist. I know they do. You're sitting right in front of me, trying to trick an old man.
Well, they're proficient con artists. And I wouldn't want to say thieves, but have been known to get into a thing or two they shouldn't. And
Are you taken from those who... well... those who need to be taken from?
I try. I took myself from people that I didn't need things taken from them. And so I try to make up for that by giving the things I take to other people.
Well, I can't agree with such a thing, but... I would rather deal with someone who takes things for good than someone who abides by the law for evil.
There's worth things, I suppose.
It wasn't the runigling that I'd heard of, actually. I have heard the name Ronaldi, though, in my travels.
You would. They're powerful warriors and even more powerful leaders.
Powerful drinkers, too, if I'm not mistaken.
Can be. Had a
What's
couple uncles.
what's your dad's name? Or your granddad, I
I
suppose.
decided. Shit, I can't remember what his name was.
Did you ever find out?
His granddad or his dad?
His dad or granddad, yeah.
His dad does have a name that I wrote in a thing and haven't thought of it since. But I do have it. Pause. One moment for Christa to remember things that she wrote. I found it.
Did you find it? I'll see if I can find it before you.
Yes, I got it.
My father's name was David.
David Rinaldi. And your grandfather?
Theodore.
Theodore. You know, I once drank with a Leonin. Two of them, actually. Big brute. Named Theo, is what he was going by at the time. It was at a bar in Sigil. Or Sigil. I never remember how it's pronounced, really. I'm usually pretty hazy when I'm there. They've got beer from all over. They've got, like, Elos. You're where you can get gold brewers. I've had that. It's very nice. It's very flavorful. Pity what happened to the family. Here the daughter ran off and joined some cult. But it wasn't just one Leonin, it was two. There was another one there. He was bringing his son on an adventure. He was about your age. This must have been 30 years ago? Maybe 40? Oh. Never understood why we used human years. They fly by so fast. He reminds me a lot of you. Or you remind me a lot of him.
My mother told me that a lot.
Hey. Well, he seemed like a good sort.
They all are.
I don't know if you need to hear this. I think he'd be proud of what you're doing here.
Well, one day I'll get to a different plane, and I'm sure he'll have something to say about it. If you get there first, say hi for me.
I just hope that we all get off of this lead-in plane soon enough. To be honest, the Feywild's nice, but I like a real place that makes sense.
Agreed.
The rest of the night passes in idle chit-chat. You wake, you switch shifts. You listen to the sound of a dandelion canoodling with a queen bee. You are so beautiful. So buzzy. Oh, say it again. Yes. You have a wonderful night. Prepare. to go to the mines the next morning. You all did a long rest, please? And I think that is where we're going to call game for the night, because this seems like a really good place before you head to the mine tomorrow.
All right.
So, thank you so much for playing. Y'all get your spells back.
Oh, and my sorcery points.
Hell yeah. Get my hit points all back.
Second wind. My action surge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing.
Oof. Action surge.
Action surge.
Frog wide.
What's
What?
that? What'd you say?
Frog's comment.
Frog.
That's it,
frogs,
honey.
no.
Pollinate my pistons.
Frogs.
Oh boy.
Pistols,
Oh boy.
sorry.
Pistol.
Oh boy.
Pistol. Yeah, that's right. That's what it's called.
Pistols.
Pistol.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Some of these memes are great. Everybody head to the Discord if you're not already on. Professor Multiverse has been creating all sorts of
top-notch
memes. They're all pretty great.
Oh no.
Nice. What? The flying
Sounded
sassy.
ominous. Flying sassing is great.
You know, I'm something of a goat myself. Anyway, so folks, that's gonna yes, you can did I see it in personal DMs? Did you DM me? I don't have a DM from you. Oh, would you send it on Twitch? No? Yeah, do you send it to me via Discord? All right, so folks, that is going to be it for the night. Thank you so much for tuning in this episode of Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Hope you enjoyed that. As we're getting into yawn, and I can stop saying yawn, so we'll stop yawning.
That was nasty. Stop it.
I know. Please tune in tomorrow for Call of the Netherdeep, and if you're listening on podcast, that should be out on Tuesdays from now on, as soon as I finish editing the first episode. Might be Wednesday for the first episode of Witchlight, but it'll be coming very soon, as well as some other cool stuff for the podcast. I hope you're enjoying this, because I'm enjoying this. Witchlight is always a treat to run, and Anybody have anything they want to say on the way out?
Go check out our TikTok.
Yeah.
The algorithm goes by watching the full video, so please just let it sit on loop for a while.
Yeah, that sounds great. All right, so with that, folks, that's going to be it for us tonight. We love you very much. Be sure to stay safe, help any courage you see, and remember to always dance when the Fae ask you to. Also, don't get sucked up by a tornado, and always give presents to goats. These are wise
Live by
lessons.
always give presents to ghosts.
Live by it.
Don't dance with the Fae if they ask you.
Yeah, I was thinking that might be not.
Although,
great
if you want to get out of your student debt, then yeah, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, fair.
Good night, everybody.